Hi everyone, how are you all? Let us know if everything is fine, audio and video, everything is fine.
Hi, all. Welcome to the final session for GATE CS 2026. Audio, video, everything is fine. Audio, video, volume, echo, everything is clear.
Yes, I think everything should be fine. Okay, so all okay. Great. So let's get started. So last session where we will be having some chat, some chit chat with all of you and just sharing, some of our things. So let us know that how are you feeling? रोहित इज सेइंग सर आज अंतिम बार मिल रहे हैं अंतिम बार तो नहीं मिलेंगे तो सही बट हाँ गेट से पहले अंतिम बार मिल रहे हैं दैट इज राइट
We have also invited some toppers, some GATE CS 2025 toppers. They are also joining. So we will hear from them also. We will see their experience before the GATE exam, during the GATE exam, what was their mindset, how did they handle the 3 hours of the GATE exam, was there something useful that they did that you can also do. So we will discuss with them, they are joining. Okay, so till then we can take your doubts, Sachin.
यस so yesterday we had a session with Deepak sir so I hope many of you have joined it so basically like purpose of this session to make the things light okay so to make sure that everyone feels good because it is very important to have a right mindset before the examination okay so I think Hemant has joined
So Hemant has joined
yes
All India Rank 7 Gate CS 2025. So let me just
Hi, sir.
rename. Hemant, let me just rename.
Yes, sir. Hi, sir.
Hi Hemant,
hello
how are
Hemant
you?
Fine, sir. All good.
So Hemant is currently in ISC Bangalore, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Hemant, tomorrow is the Gate CS exam, and please let us know, one day before the GATE CS exam, at this time, were you feeling like you have forgotten everything? Even though you are going to get All India Rank 7, the next day you are going to become All India Rank 7 among 1.75 lakhs students. So, what was your feelings at this time, one day before the GATE exam?
Yeah, sir. I also felt like I had forgotten many things. Like just before entering into exam hall also, I thought that some concepts I am missing. But when I attempted in exam, I don't know, automatically, I don't know how I recall, but automatically I recall everything, what
So
I revised.
Hemant, what was your mindset? I mean, what was your thought before, just before entering into the examination hall? Like, were you feeling confident that you will be able to crack it, or you were feeling underconfident that okay, maybe this time you won't be able to do it, something like that?
A- Actually, when I am entering into exam hall, I didn't feel anything, sir. Just before 5 days, when I attempted my last AMT, at that time I was feeling very tense, sir. Like 1 year just gone, everything was wrong. I think I did everything wrong, like that. At that time, I was very sad. Like I felt very tense, and I thought to drop a gate.
Okay, okay, okay,
Then you only said, sir, some points like don't feel anything about exam, just write your exam. Sir, I think something has went wrong. Just a thing. Yeah. Yeah. At that time,
yeah,
then you only said, sir, some like don't feel anything about exam, like you should not feel tense, you should not feel confident. Just attempt the exam. If you get good marks, then just message me. Or if your exam didn't went well, then there are many ways to go into some institutes like Triple IT, Triple IT PGE, like that. You said, sir, like call
right,
me
right,
after completing of exam, like that.
right,
So I prepared my mind like I should not aim for anything. Like I should do my best in that 3 hours. So
right.
before one day and on the exam day, I didn't feel anything, sir. Just I went and gave my best in those 3 hours.
So Hemant, how much you feel is important to have the correct mindset before the examination?
Sir,
Yeah,
mindset is everything, sir. If we
Right,
feel
right.
tensed, then we will forget everything. If we feel overconfident, then we will do silly mistakes. In my view, we should not feel anything, sir. We should just
Right,
go and we should attempt like another mock test, and we should not aim anything. Just we
right.
should think like we should give our best in that 3 hours. That's all, sir.
So Hemant,
True.
to all the students, I want to share your marks of All India mock test. So you wrote a LinkedIn post where you
Yeah,
shared
sir.
that you did not get top marks in the AIMTs, and
Yes,
I
sir.
think you started from 47 marks.
Yeah,
So
sir.
that was the starting point, and I think in the AIMTs also you were never in the top 10 or top 20 list, right?
Yeah, sir. In AMD4, I think in 11. I am 11.
Okay, you were
Only
All
that
India rank
one.
11 in the All India mock test 4. But
Yeah,
other
sir.
than that, in the top, I can say in the top 20 list, you were not there.
Yeah. Yeah, sir. I was
So
not there.
so basically, to all the students, I want to say one thing. Maybe this will provide you a lot of confidence, some confidence that Hemant was not there in the top 20 list among 3,000, 4,000 students in the goclasses AIMTs, but he was all India rank 7 among 1.7 lakhs students. So some students, Sachin, some students they think that, see, these 10 people are ahead of me. So in the gate exam also they will be ahead of
Ahead
me.
of me. Right.
So this type of thinking, this type of analysis, some students do. Actually, many students do. So let me tell you, this analysis has been proven very wrong by Hemant. Okay, so that
Yeah.
is one very good reason to invite Hemant in this session. He is I have always taken example of Hemant whenever I wanted to motivate someone. So Hemant, your LinkedIn post also you can see when we started All India mock test AIMTs. Then your
Yes, sir.
LinkedIn post also I shared again, so that students they will feel that from mock test, from test series you must learn. That must be for learning, because marks, only those marks matter which you get in the gate exam. The mock test marks, whatever marks you got, it does not matter. Remember, one more example I can give you. Kusal Ghosh, okay, he got all India rank 49 in gate cs 2025, and his highest marks in all the go classes mock test, in all the go classes AIMTs, his highest marks were, I think, 62. Okay, so you can see he never saw more than 62 marks in Go classes mock test, whether it was mock test or it was AMT. But in the GATE exam, he got all India rank 49. I think he got more than 85 marks in the GATE exam. So this is for you, for your confidence, that at this moment you should feel very happy. You should feel very proud of yourself. You have done a lot of hard work. You have done everything that was needed to be done. Yes, you might be thinking that I could have done this also, I could have done that also, maybe this topic also I could have done, maybe. So basically there might be things which are going on in your mind, that I could have done better. But let me tell you, this type of feeling that I could have done better, this type of feeling will always be there. You can prepare for 2 year, 5 year, 10 year, this type of feeling will always be there. Okay, so it's there is no one who is perfect, I can say. Okay, no topper. Even the all India rank one, he has not done any perfect preparation. Okay, so I can say that top 100 ranker, they have done similar kind of preparation, they have done good preparation. And now it's all about the mindset. In the exam, in those 3 hours, what is your mindset, what is your temperament? Are you attempting the exam with cool mind, I can say, with calm mind, and reducing the silly mistakes? So it's all about now that how do you attempt those 3 hours. It's all about that.
Yes, sir. Main thing is silly mistakes define our rank, sir.
Yes, yes.
We should
So
not do silly
Hemant, how many
mistakes.
silly mistakes you made?
Sir, actually in final gate I did zero, sir.
Oh,
Nothing. And I got one negative marks for I think 0.33. It was my mistake only. I didn't recall concept correctly like that. Silly mistakes was zero.
okay.
But
So
in
it was not.
AMTs I done many, sir.
So in AMT you did many silly mistake, but in the GATE
Yeah,
exam
sir.
you did not repeat. You did not make even a single silly mistake, and the only mistake was conceptual mistake.
Yeah, sir. In everything is mindset, sir. till AMT5, my mindset is like I should aim for IIT Madras, I should aim for IIC Bangalore, I should get rank above 50, I should get rank above 100 like that, sir. After AMT5, my mindset is just to give best in the 3 hours like that. In AMT5, I think so. I got minimum 9 to 10 silly mistakes, sir. I don't remember exactly. Number between some 9 and 10 like that, sir.
So was there anything specific you did to reduce the silly mistakes? Like did you train your mind to do some small things that will reduce the silly mistakes? Was there anything like that?
Yeah, sir. In final exam, like if I see some in question, if I see somewhat like at most at least true false, I will write in my scribble pad, sir. I will put question number, then I write true. First, I will write true. Before solving anything, I will write true. I will write many, like at most, at least. I will write those words, sir, such that I will not do those silly mistakes. And while calculations, I will, even it is very small calculation, like 2 into 2, I will write 2 into 2 equal to 4. I should not, I didn't do anything like in 9. Everything should be done in scribble pad. Like that, I done, sir.
Basically, you did not do anything in the mind. You were using your copy pen
Yes, sir.
for even small things. Also, you were using the copy pen. It's not like everything you are just doing in the mind to save some time, and just to reduce the silly mistakes. You were writing
Yes,
everything
sir.
that is there. You were writing, you were doing the calculation on the paper pen. So that is one thing that I'm getting from you, that you were basically using the copy pen for even the small things also, so that you do not make silly mistakes, because in the easy questions actually the chances of silly mistakes are more.
Yes, sir.
We take easy questions for granted and we make silly mistakes. So that is one thing. And also the second thing, very interesting, you told that all the key points in the question, like false, like at
Yes, sir.
least, at most, exactly, these key points which we tend to miss,
Yes, sir.
so those also you wrote on the scribble pad.
Yes, sir. If I see these words, then first I will write those words, sir, before reading next thing like that.
Okay, okay, Hemant. So
Yes, sir.
now we have Dinky also here, Dinky Lakhani, who got All India rank 151 in GATE CS 2025. She has joined ISC Bangalore. She is currently in ISC Bangalore campus, I think.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, Dinky. So, Dinky, tomorrow is the GATE CS 2026 paper, and you were in the same situation where the aspirants are right now, 1 year ago. So, anything you want to share with the students that can help them?
So, बेसिकली इस टाइम पे ऑनेस्टली प्रिपरेशन छोड़ देनी चाहिए और थोड़ा रिलैक्स करना चाहिए, आई फील। एंड क्योंकि 1 साल की आपकी प्रिपरेशन रही है, किसी की 2 साल की भी रही होगी, तो रिवीजन जितना भी करना था वो आपने कर लिया है। लास्ट मोमेंट पे करके पैनिक सिचुएशन नहीं क्रिएट होगी। So it's better to take rest, watch whatever you want, eat whatever you want to eat, like a healthy meal, and then go tomorrow for your paper, like the final battle, as we say, and keep your calm. Calmness has marks. I think पहले भी sir ने बोला ही होगा कहीं ना कहीं कि calmness can make or break 10 marks of you. So कामनेस रखना, सिली मिस्टेक्स तो होंगी, लेकिन मेक श्योर कि जो भी क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट कर रहे हो उस पर अपना फुल फोकस हो। जो भी आपने स्ट्रैटेजीज यूज की है, व्हाटएवर वर्क्स आउट बेस्ट फॉर यू एंड मॉक टेस्ट, तो वो ट्राई टू मैक्सिमाइज योर आउटकम्स। दैट्स इट, कीप योर काम, दैट्स द मेन टेक अवे, आई वुड से।
So,
Right, right.
so Dinky, we will come back to you, but we have Siddharth also here. I think Siddharth is rejoining, I think. Okay, so when he joins, we will talk to him. So, Dinky, you said one thing, that keep yourself calm and basically do something that you like. So, at this moment, I can say one day before the GATE exam last year, what were you doing? Like, were you watching some movie or talking to your friends? How you were keeping yourself calm? Because saying it is very easy, that keep yourself calm. So, what exactly were you doing to keep yourself calm?
Sir, at this point, I was talking to my friends. Like, I was getting some calls from them for best wishes. I was watching Three Idiots. That is one of my favorite movies. So मैं अपने favorite movie देख रही थी. अब मम्मी के हाथ के बना है खाना खा रही थी. That's it. मतलब just relaxing के I worked hard. खुद के दे रही थी कि हाँ worked hard. This time whatever happens सब अच्छा होगा. Do good and yeah you make it. ऐसा मतलब खुद को पॉजिटिव रखने की कोशिश और काम डाउन रखने की कोशिश. That's it.
Okay. So, so we have Siddharth also with us. Siddharth is all India rank 38 in GATE CS 2025. Welcome, Siddharth.
Hi, sir.
Are you uh, are you in ISC Bangalore campus?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Actually, see, it's just a coincidence that the three people who have joined, they are all in the ISC Bangalore campus. They have joined ISC Bangalore. Actually, I invited many toppers, many GATE CS 2025 toppers I invited, but many of them are someone is on the trip, someone is in sister's wedding. It's like that. I can say that only ISC people have joined. So मतलब आईएससी जो पीपल हैं वो ट्रिप पे भी नहीं जा रहे क्योंकि मुझे 2 या 3 स्टूडेंट्स ने मैसेज किया कि सर हम ट्रिप पे हैं, कोई
हाँ
वाइजाग है, कोई कहीं पे है। और तो आप लोग हो जो कैंपस के अंदर बैठे हो आराम से कि चलो गो क्लासेस का सेशन होगा तो ज्वाइन करेंगे।
सर यहाँ प्रवेगा चल रहा है, हम प्रवेगा छोड़ के आए हैं.
अच्छा, हाँ, प्रेवेगा चल रहा है। आज आज 7 तारीख को आज है क्या? ओके।
हाँ
हाँ.
शान यस यस
ओके, इस बार कोई सेलिब्रिटी आ रहा है? मेरे ख्याल से
शान
लास्ट
शान आ रहा है सर.
कौन?
कॉमेडियंस आ रहे हैं, सिंगर्स आ रहे हैं, शान आ रहे हैं और कुछ
ओके।
कॉमेडियंस आ रहे हैं.
सचिन,
जोनाथन
स्वर्णिका
अपने टाइम
गांधी
में
आ रहे हैं.
अपने टाइम में सेलिब्रिटीज नहीं आते थे सचिन।
अपने
अब
टाइम
तो
में
अब तो
पीएचडी
सुनिधि
स्टूडेंट ही
चौहान,
करते थे। हाँ,
और अभी कुछ साल पहले
अभी
सुनिधि
तो
चौहान भी आई
हाँ,
थी।
राइट राइट। अरे बहुत बहुत लोग आ चुके हैं, अमित त्रिवेदी, सुनिधि चौहान, और भी मतलब काफी सिंगर्स और कॉमेडियन एक्टर्स। एक्टर तो हाँ, आई थिंक एक्टर्स भी आए थे ना लास्ट ईयर।
हाँ
भाग मिल्खा भाग में वो कौन एक्टर है, वो आए थे शायद, फरहान अख्तर, वो भी आए थे ना।
हाँ
हाँ।
यस
ओके।
यस
चलो अच्छा है,
This
हम तो
time
हमारी।
Janita Gandhi is
हाँ, क्या?
this time Janita Gandhi is coming, sir.
ओ
Smith Valley.
वाओ, ग्रेट।
कौन? मैं
सही है।
सुना नहीं।
Janita
जोनाथन
जुनीता,
Gandhi.
वो जुनीता नोबिटाल का ना, क्या नाम है उनका, सरनेम मैं भूल गया। बट हाँ मतलब ही इज अ वेरी गुड सिंगर, तो वो भी आ रहा है।
she
अच्छा,
Janita
सी
Gandhi.
सॉरी। अच्छा, वो फिर और कोई है, ठीक है, समझ गया।
नहीं,
आई गॉट
सचिन,
इट।
आई थिंक जिसको सचिन सोच रहा है वो आई
नहीं नहीं,
थिंक।
वो यूट्यूब पे
हाँ,
यूट्यूबर है, वो जो
Oh,
ओके
फीमेल
ओके।
सिंगर है ना, वो यूट्यूब पे भी उनके वीडियोज हैं, मुझे पता है
yeah, sir.
उनका।
Instagram.
हाँ हाँ।
Yeah.
हाँ, इंस्टाग्राम, यूट्यूब पे, राइट।
सो सिद्धार्थ, so tomorrow is the gate cs exam. Let me tell Siddharth just in case, because he is
यस
in ISC now and he might not know this. So tomorrow is the gate cs 2026 paper. Anything you want to share with the students?
ओके
Hello. Yes, Siddharth.
हाँ यस सर लाइक लाइक अभी तक जो प्रिपरेशन हुआ था ना लोग लाइक आई मीन कॉन्फिडेंस होना चाहिए बस और माइंड काम रखना चाहिए एग्जाम के टाइम पे एंड ज़्यादा सोचना नहीं है कि मेरे को अभी कुछ याद नहीं आ रहा है फॉर्मूला याद नहीं आ रहा है कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं याद नहीं आ रहा है लेकिन जब क्वेश्चन दिखेगा ना एग्जाम के टाइम पे सब याद आ जाएंगे सो इट्स नॉट लाइक ये जो फीलिंग आता है ना कि लाइक मेरे को कुछ याद नहीं रह रहा है वो सब वो नॉर्मल है वो हर किसी को होता है एंड जो उस टाइम पे काम रहता है ना एंड जो फोकस रहता है उसका हो जाता है आई मीन लाइक लाइक टॉप 100 लाना है तो 500 से ज़्यादा बच्चे होते हैं ना लाइक दे आर एलिजिबल लाइक दे आर सो बट द पीपल हु एक्चुअली stay calm in the exam will score better than the person who panics. So like don't even bother about the revision part also for at least for now. Just eat well, sleep well, and go to the exam and just give your best. Treat like it as some other mock test. That's how I gave my exam. Like it's nothing but another one AMT for me. Like I was giving AMTs, and it was one of the AMT that I will be giving, but with maybe with a little bit more tension because it is the actual GATE exam. It will be very naturally, but try to be normal and calm. And in the last year, I was watching this particular session in the center, like city, where I was allocated for the exam. I was roaming on the roads and I was listening to this session, and now I am in the session like as a as a mentor. Or something. Yeah, like don't take it too serious. Stay calm, be confident. Don't bother about like whether when you're giving the exam, don't like I was not able to solve the paper, or the paper is difficult. If it is difficult for you, everything will be it will be difficult for everyone. Like if you if you think you can get 100, it will be difficult for everyone. So the relative grading will take care, and that's how the things happen in 25. Like so, yeah, yeah, maybe that's it.
Yeah, that is right, Siddharth. So basically, I would also like to reiterate the same thing. Like many of the aspirants are getting panic. First of all, like if you are getting panic, then one thing is for sure that you have worked hard. Like otherwise, why would you be panic, right? If you have not done anything, then there is no point of getting panic. Like when I was in fourth year, I haven't prepared anything, and I went for the gate examination. Even one of the student knocked me on the door. Oh, sorry, one of my friend knocked me on the door so hard that I had to wake up to go to the gate examination. So मैं तो like जो घोड़े बेच के सोना होता है तो I was just sleeping in a very sound and deep
Yes.
sleep. So obviously like you have worked hard. That is why you are panicked. Otherwise there was no point in panicking. So that's a good point that you are getting panic, but you should not be so much panic that you ended up ruining the examination. I mean, you should be careful. So
Yes.
I would say that if you are getting pressure, then it means you really care about it. If you're getting nervous, then it is good because it really matters to you. And if something is really matters to you, you automatically get nervous. But we should be making it optimal, and we should be not letting it, do some harm for us. So now, like some of you might be thinking that कि इस साल तो like maybe नहीं होगा या फिर इस साल तो like possible नहीं है या फिर जो भी है ना, ऐसा ऐसा थॉट आ जाता है कभी कभी। लाइक हो सकता है अभी अभी नहीं आ रहा हो, अभी अभी कॉन्फिडेंट हो सकता है एग्जाम से पहले पहले आ जाए, एग्जाम से जस्ट जस्ट 5 मिनट पहले आ जाए। तो 5 मिनट पहले तो ये सेशन नहीं होगा, है ना। तो दैट्स व्हाई वी आर जस्ट शेयरिंग ऑल द थिंग्स कि इफ यू आर गेटिंग दोस काइंड ऑफ थॉट्स कि नहीं लाइक दिस ईयर वी वोंट बी एबल टू डू इट, लाइक नेक्स्ट ईयर वी विल बी ट्राइंग एनीथिंग ऑफ दोस दैट सॉर्ट, if you are thinking, then just remember one thing, that you have prepared for this examination for the year, maybe 8 months, 6 months, 2 months, 3 months, doesn't matter. But you have invested some time in the examination, and this is not the right time to think or to plan about the future. I mean, to plan about the next year कि एक साल next year तैयारी करेंगे या फिर इस एग्जाम के बाद देखेंगे। Whatever you want to see after the examination, that should be after the examination. I mean, you should not pre-plan it. Okay, whatever you are planning, you can call me, you can call Deepak just after the examination that sir, I am planning this for the next year. But today or before the examination, you should plan only one thing, that is perform your best in the examination. You should not be feeling any you should not be having any anxiety, or you should not be having any negative thoughts that okay, this year I won't be able to do it or something like that, because those thoughts are not going to help you. The only thing that will help you in your scorecard is that having the good and positive thoughts, right? That yes, and very determined thoughts, like yes, this time I will be doing it, I will be doing my best, doesn't matter that what's going to the result, but I will be just going through question by question. I will be you must have attempted some mock test, right? So the way you have attempted the mock test, in the similar way you have to attempt this examination. So just go question by question. If some question is hard for you, see, it might happen like gate may be tough, maybe easy. First of all, you should not be having any mindset that okay, it will be easy or tough. It might also happen that initial few questions for you could be tough, but I can say that a bad beginning doesn't mean the bad paper. Okay, which means that if you are having initial 5 6 question or initial half an hour bad, it doesn't define your entire paper. It doesn't mean that your entire paper will be that tough, or the entire paper will be difficult or like that, right? So bad beginning doesn't mean bad paper. Remember that. Which means that whatever happens in the initial hours of the examination, now if something bad happens, it then don't overthink that okay, my whole exam has been ruined. See, you're just looking at that half an hour. In that half an hour, maybe some tough questions you have encountered, but there are remaining 2.5 hours, right? We cannot underestimate those 2.5 hours, or we cannot just let it ruin just because of the initial half hours. So anything can happen in the examination. We should be preparing our mind for the worst conditions, it may happen that the exam is so difficult that it is the most difficult paper of the entire gate history. But it will be difficult for everyone. It is not difficult for you only. It is just a competitive examination. That's where the name is there, right? Competitive examination. What does this mean? That you all are having the same examination. You all have with the same syllabus. So if the exam is tough, then it will be tough for all of you. So if you're thinking that okay, some questions you are getting which are tough for you, you're thinking that you are not able to do, and then only you are not able to do. It will be wrong, because it might be so happening with many of the aspirants, and in that situation, the student who is basically recognizing this, that okay, this is tough for everyone, let's have the calm mind, let's not break the rhythm, let's not break the pace, and let's just solve question by question. Maybe there are some questions, maybe this out of this 100 marks, maybe there are some questions from which I can get at least 50 marks. I mean, depending on your preparation level, I'm just giving the general example. Okay, whatever the marks is defining for you, so maybe I can get 40 marks, 30 marks, 50 marks, 60 marks. Okay, you should be basically making sure that whatever the best marks you can get, you should be getting it. And if the paper is tough, then it is tough for everyone. This is the bitter truth. This is the only truth that you should be having in your mind, that if the paper is tough, then it is tough for everyone. So if the questions are feeling tough for you, then don't lose the don't lose the patience, and don't get panic. Okay, don't think that okay, this exam is tough only for me, I'm getting panicked and these things, right? If it is tough, then it is tough for everyone. And you have already done the hard part that you wanted to do. You are now, I can say, the hard part is done, which means the preparation was the hard part. Now you are just going to execute your preparation. You are just going to execute your hard work. But the hardest part was the rigorous preparation that you have already done. So today, like maybe some thoughts might be coming, or maybe you are numb. Okay, whatever, like it doesn't matter. Maybe bad thoughts, positive thoughts, negative thoughts, numb or no thoughts, whatever. You have to do your best in the examination. See, in the exam or during the exam or before the exam, you should not think anything like, okay, I will prepare next year, because this is the common feedback or common thought. Even it happened for me also. Like I was also thinking just before the half an hour of the examination, I was also thinking that okay, I will not be able to do good in this examination, so I will be even though I prepared, very rigorously for entire year also, but I was thinking that okay, this year I might not be able to do, so probably I will be doing in the next year. But something happened. I just changed my mindset, and then I will share the story if you want. But I just changed my mindset, and I was so determined that this year only I have to crack this examination. This year only I have to get top rank, and I was very much determined. Just before half an hour. I mean, before half an hour, I was thinking that okay, maybe I will not be able to do it. But just before half an hour, I just reset myself, I can say. Okay, and then
Uh,
I was very much determined that I should be doing my best. Yes,
ये
Siddharth.
ये आपने लास्ट ईयर बताया था ना ये स्टोरी.
हाँ हाँ हाँ.
आई वाज लिसनिंग टू दिस स्टोरी इन द लास्ट ईयर, लाइक दिस सेशन, चिट चैट सेशन. आपने लास्ट ईयर
Okay.
बताया
No,
था
no,
लाइक
bro.
यू
हाँ
गॉट अ
हाँ.
Not in
कॉल फ्रॉम
Chit-Chat
योर
session. I think
Right,
in
right.
AMT5 is what like that,
कॉल.
sir, in that session.
Yes, Aman.
या एंड एक और
Actually,
बात है
I
लाइक.
motivated from your story, sir. You said you were complete story in that.
यस यस यस.
Right, right. So I will just share that this year also, because I think if it is helping some students, then definitely I should share. So the crux is that you should be having the correct mindset before the examination. हो सकता है आज नींद नहीं आए. Like I was actually before the like just before one night I was thinking that कि आज तो अच्छे से, like I will be sleeping 8 to 9 hours, and I अच्छे से नींद लेके and I will be going for the examination. बट जहां पे मैं 12 बजे सोता था, वहां पे मैं 5 बजे नहीं सो पा रहा हूँ, 4-5 बजे नींद आई. बट मैं आई वॉज थिंकिंग कि मैं आज तो 10 बजे सो जाऊंगा, और फिर 10 बजे से और सुबह 7 बजे तक सोता ही रहूंगा. लेकिन लेकिन मुझे 12 बजे तक नॉर्मली नींद आती थी. लेकिन मुझे 4 बजे तक नींद नींद नहीं आई. लेकिन इट डजेंट मीन दैट एग्जाम फिर बेकार ही होगा. तो कुछ भी हो, आपको पूरी रात नींद नहीं आएगी, हो सकता है आपको, हो सकता है बहुत ज्यादा नींद आ जाए, कुछ भी हो, यू शुड बी डूइंग योर बेस्ट. You should be making sure कि पूरी ईयर का प्रिपरेशन should be justified in that 3 hours.
सचिन,
जी जी.
एक वो
हाँ
काफी स्टूडेंट्स ने एक पर्टिकुलर जैसे विग्नेश हैं, हेमंत, योर
हाँ हाँ.
from your college, I think your junior Vignesh.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
he wrote on the LinkedIn. On the LinkedIn, he wrote that the same thing that you did at your time, when you got all India rank 33. So basically, before starting the exam, Sachin wrote on the scribble pad some number 75, that
हाँ
okay,
70.
that I need to get 70. Okay,
हाँ
so those were the times Sachin 70 पे रैंक आ रही थी 33. अभी
हाँ
अभी 70 पे 2025 में तो पता नहीं क्या हो गया. So basically Sachin wrote 70 on the scribble pad, and he was like
सर्कल
determined
इट.
that okay, in
हाँ
this test, whatever 65 questions will come in front of me, I am going to make 70 marks at least from those questions. And this same thing many students did. Particularly I remember Vignesh, who got I think rank 140, 141. Hemant, what was Vignesh rank?
143, sir.
143.
143.
Yes. So
Yes.
Vignesh got all India rank
1
143 in GateCS 2025. He was Hemant's junior in the same college, right?
Yeah, sir, in BTech.
In BTech. So
Yeah,
with
Jay.
final year, I think he got all India rank 143.
Yes, sir.
And he also did the same thing, that on the scribble pad he wrote 70 or 75. He wrote on the scribble pad the same thing, that okay, whatever 65 questions will come in front of me, I will score these many marks. And he also got those many marks. He got all India rank 143. And these things, these small things, we don't realize that they make impact in the mindset. I think they suddenly fill you with confidence that okay, it's like a battle. I don't know what 65 questions are going to come in front of me, but now it's like my mindset. I have the strong belief in myself that okay, whatever questions are going to come, I will score these many marks. Okay. And I think of course in those 3 hours you cannot learn something new. Okay, no new concept you can learn. The whole game is of the mindset. So Sachin, काफी
राइट.
काफी ये
हाँ
मतलब एक
एक्चुअली मैंने
पर्टिकुलरली
एक
मोटिवेटिंग चीज है.
राइट राइट. इवन आई वाज जस्ट लिसनिंग वन ऑफ द यूट्यूबर्स वीडियो, तो उसमें उन्होंने किसी को इनवाइट किया था एंड ही वाज नॉट गो क्लासेस स्टूडेंट एंड ही आल्सो डिड द सेम थिंग. उन्होंने भी मतलब कुछ 70 प्लस करके और ऐसे सर्कल किया था एंड ही वाज आल्सो शेयरिंग द सेम थिंग कि मैंने कहीं पे किसी से सुना था या पढ़ा था. हो सकता है मतलब उन्होंने ही डिडंट मेंशन माय नेम मे बी बिकॉज़ ऑफ द वीडियो, बट यस मैनी ऑफ द स्टूडेंट डिड इट एंड आई एम ग्लैड दैट इट वाज हेल्पिंग. सो लेट मी शेयर दिस स्टोरी की क्या हुआ था. So basically, I was very well prepared, obviously throughout the year. And then before one night, I was just thinking. Last night I was thinking कि अच्छा ही जाएगा पेपर तो. And I tried to sleep early, so I had my dinner early, and I was just trying to sleep early. So at 10 p.m. I just got into the bed, but I was not getting sleep, and it has been 4 a.m. now. Okay. तो 4 बजे तक मुझे नींद ही नहीं आई. एंड आई थॉट कि यार नींद पता नहीं क्यों नहीं आ रही, क्या होगा. एंड देन ओवर द टाइम मतलब लाइक थॉट हैज गॉट अकोमुलेटेड एंड देन आई स्टार्टेड थिंकिंग कि यार चलो देखते हैं सुबह. एंड देन व्हेन आई वोक अप एट दैट टाइम आई वाज थिंकिंग कि यार ठीक 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 ही होगा एग्जाम तो. बट पता नहीं एग्जाम से पहले आई वाज थिंकिंग कि यार शायद इस साल नहीं होगा मेरा. आई डोंट नो व्हाई, है ना. लाइक आई वाज जस्ट थिंकिंग कि शायद इस साल नहीं होगा. आई वोंट बी एबल टू डू गुड इन दिस एग्जामिनेशन दिस ईयर. Maybe I should try next year, and I will be trying next year. I was so much planning that okay, next year I will just crack it. I will do AIR1 or whatever. Okay. So this was just running in in my mind. And then just before half an hour, when I was in the queue of the examination hall, my brother called me and he asked me that how are you feeling. So I told him that I might not be able to do this year, even though it was my second drop. Okay. So I did 2 years of the preparation, and after that also I was just saying that this year I might not be able to do it. So he told me कि so like in Hindi only he told me कि उसने बोला कि he just 1 year older than me, so he told me ना कि ये एग्जाम से तेरा फ्यूचर डिसाइड होगा. इस एग्जाम से पेरेंट्स का फ्यूचर डिसाइड होगा. इस एग्जाम से पूरी फैमिली का फ्यूचर डिसाइड होगा. तो ये तो करना ही है ना. मतलब कुछ भी अगर तुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि नेक्स्ट ईयर करेंगे, ये सब करेंगे, ये सब फालतू की बात अभी मत कर. ये एग्जाम फोड़ना ही है. इस एग्जाम से ही सब कुछ डिसाइड होगा. एंड पता नहीं मुझे एकदम से इतना ज्यादा स्पार्क आया. मैं हाँ ठीक है. ऐसा नहीं है कि स्पार्क केवल मोटिवेशन से आप रिजल्ट ला सकते हो. ऑब्वियसली यू हैव टू वर्क हार्ड फॉर द ईयर. बट उस टाइम पे माइंडसेट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड देन सडन स्पार्क केम इनटू मी एंड आई वाज लाइक सो डिटरमाइंड कि हाँ यार करना तो है, इस साल इस एग्जाम में ही करना है. एंड देन आई वेंट इनटू द एग्जामिनेशन हॉल एंड देन द मोमेंट द स्क्रोल पैड केम टू मी, I just wrote 70 plus and then I circled it. Even though I never ever got 70 plus in any mock, okay, I never got 70 plus in any mock, but I was so determined कि 70 plus ही लाने हैं इस टेस्ट में. Obviously मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि 70 plus लिखने से 70 plus आते हैं, हो सकता है मेरे 50 भी नहीं आते, but I'm just sharing. मतलब there are two things. One thing is that the result, okay, result is not something which is in our hand. I'm just sharing the process before the result. It might so happen that I might have gotten, even 50, 55, or maybe 60, 65, I don't know. But the story was same, right? I mean, the 70 plus story is still same, even if I get 55, 50 or whatever, right? But fortunately, and with my preparation, obviously, I got 78 marks, and then after normalization, it reduced to I think 74 point something. But that's fine. So basically, the point is that I was so determined that I have written 70 plus and then I circled it. And then whenever some question is coming, I was I was at my peak of the energy. Like I was in my peak of mindset. Like I was just thinking that with a very calm mind, I was thinking, okay, ये question हो गया तो ठीक है, नहीं हो गया तो I was just skipping it, and I was not overthinking it. I was not thinking कि यार मैंने 2 question छोड़ दिए, 3 question छोड़ दिए, मेरे से ये question नहीं हुआ था, वो नहीं हुआ था. Or let me just tell you what happened, that during the examination I even got overconfident. I was thinking कि यार क्वेश्चंस तो मेरे से हो रहे हैं, एंड आई गॉट ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट. एंड देन इमीडिएटली आई रीसेट माई सेल्फ. ओके, आई वाज लाइक नहीं, ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट तो नहीं होना है, बिकॉज इट माइट लीड टू सिली मिस्टेक्स. And this happened with me last year. I mean, in 2016 attempt. So since I have taken 2 years of the drop, so in 2017 it was my final attempt, but 2016 was my first attempt. In 2016 also I was like very much confident during the examination, so I was thinking that okay, I should not repeat my silly mistakes and all. So I during the examination I got overconfident, but immediately I had to reset myself, and I was thinking that okay, I should not be overthinking. Sorry, I should not be overconfident, and I should be taking each question with with very positive and very calm mind. If I can do it, it's good. If I cannot do it, then I should skip it, and I should immediately stop thinking about the previous question. I should be just thinking about the current question. So I was, as I said, like I was the peak of present mindset. So whenever the question is coming, I was only in that question. I was not thinking about the future questions. I was not even thinking about the past questions. I was only there at that question, and I was solving that question with my best efficiency. Maybe the question was solvable for me. Maybe the question was not solvable for me. But I was making sure that I'm present for that question only. So question by question, I was doing my best. So I would also suggest the same thing. You should also do your best question by question. Okay. So whenever some question is coming, just think that okay, for this question you should do your best. If it is doable, it's good. If it is not doable, skip it. If you are skipping, let's suppose many questions, probably the paper is hard, and then after the paper you will get to know that okay, paper was hard for everyone, and if you could have performed your best in that paper, then you would have gotten far better result than the current paper. So don't let that regret come into your life in future, okay? Because regret is something which has no compensation. You won't be able to compensate for the regret. You will be always regretting that okay, I should have done something good, something good in those 3 hours, because you already know the concept. You only have to apply those concepts. And how you can apply? There is only one thing: with the focus, with the present mind, with calmness, with attentiveness. Only these, with these correct mindset, you can do your best. So question by question, do your best. Don't think about the difficulty level before going to the examination. Some of the students are commenting, sir, is आज I don't know कि किस branch का मतलब पेपर था आज. So maybe
इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन और भी
अच्छा,
कुछ ब्रांचेस हैं,
हाँ
लेकिन
इलेक्ट्रिकल वगैरह का होगा,
इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन का
हाँ.
था.
ओके. सो एक्चुअली दे आर जस्ट एनालाइजिंग देयर एप्टीट्यूड. उससे कुछ नहीं होगा. मतलब क्या हो जाएगा, एक दिन पहले आप एप्टीट्यूड एनालाइज कर रहे हो कि उसका कैसा एप्टीट्यूड आया था, इस ब्रांच का उस ब्रांच का, उन उन चीजों से कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. मतलब क्योंकि अगर टफ भी आया हो, इजी भी आया हो, वो आप 10 क्वेश्चन एप्टीट्यूड के सॉल्व भी कर लोगे, तो ऐसा थोड़ी है कि वो क्वेश्चन का सेम रेप्लिका आने वाला है, या फिर उस क्वेश्चन का कोई कंसेप्ट रिपीट होने वाला है. कुछ भी हो सकता है एग्जाम में, कुछ भी हो सकता है, यू नेवर नो। तो डोंट ओवर एनालाइज, ओके। So I can say this is like over analyzing. I mean, you should be analyzing your concept, but not analyze the difficulty level and these things, because these predictions are never going to help you. Leave these predictions for the YouTubers, okay, not for the go classes, but for the YouTubers. तो दे एक्चुअली हैव मैनी प्रेडिक्शंस कि हाँ इस साल ये एप्टीट्यूड ऐसा आया था तो अब तुम्हारा कंप्यूटर साइंस का ऐसा आएगा, या फिर लास्ट ईयर या 10 साल पहले ऐसा पेपर आया था तो अब ऐसा आएगा। तो इन सारे प्रेडिक्शन से कुछ नहीं होगा। आई एम ऑल्सो नॉट मेकिंग एनी प्रेडिक्शन, बट आई कैन से वन थिंग दैट पेपर कितना भी हार्ड हो सकता है, ठीक है, यू शुड बी प्रिपेयर, यू शुड बी हैविंग दैट माइंडसेट। पेपर माइट बी वेरी वेरी हार्ड दिस ईयर, ओके, might be. I'm not saying it will be, but it might be. So you should be having that mindset to deal with the worst paper. Worst means the toughest paper. It is not worst because the paper is same for everyone. So it is, I will not say best or worst, but it could be any type. Okay.
So one kind of fun thing I want to ask to Dinky and Hemant. I think Siddharth has left. His internet was also fluctuating. Okay. So Dinky and Hemant, basically, few things, few small things did you do, or did you have in your mind that actually kind of helped you maybe in at least one question in the gate exam? Let me give you example. Like, in 2018 also, when it was my first serious attempt, or I can say my attempt with the best preparation. So in that attempt I had this mindset कि एनएटी क्वेश्चन है, उस टाइम एमएसक्यू नहीं होते थे, तो या तो एमसीक्यू या फिर एनएटी। सो ऑब्वियसली कि एनएटी क्वेश्चन है तो खाली छोड़ के आना ही नहीं है। अब खाली छोड़ के नहीं आना है तो एनएटी में तो रेंज इंटीजर्स की या रियल नंबर्स की रेंज तो बहुत बड़ी है। तो माइंड, बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स को पता है कि एनएटी को खाली छोड़ना तो क्यों है, लीव तो नहीं करना है। लास्ट में होता है ना कि लास्ट के 2 मिनट बचते हैं, तो सबसे पहले एक बार एनएटी जितने भी बचे हुए हैं जो आपने अभी तक अटेम्प्ट नहीं किए, एक बार उनको आंसर कर दो। अब उसमें क्या वैल्यू रखनी है, तो मेरा 2018 से ही मेरा फिक्स है कि अब एक कोई फिक्स वैल्यू रखनी है। पता नहीं है कि कौन सी वैल्यू रखनी है। आंसर हो सकता है कि आंसर कैन बी 22.48। अब वो वैल्यू तो मैं कहां से रख दूंगा। तो मैंने अपना एक फिक्स वैल्यू बनाई हुई थी 0, कि जितने भी एनएटी मेरे बचे हैं जो मैं अटेम्प्ट नहीं कर पाया, मैं उनके अंदर 0 लिख दूंगा। और ये पर्टिकुलर चीज मैं हर चिटचैट सेशन के अंदर भी बताता हूँ स्टूडेंट्स को, कि अगर ये सिर्फ उन्हीं क्वेश्चंस के लिए है जो आपने अटेम्प्ट नहीं किए, दोस एनएटी क्वेश्चंस व्हिच यू डिड नॉट अटेम्प्ट, लाइक व्हिच यू आर गोइंग टू लीव। I am talking about the last 2 minutes, 3 minutes, last 5 minutes of the gate paper. In those last 5 minutes, if some NAT questions you are leaving, then maybe you can put that value, maybe 0. That value you can put, and I have seen this from the gate PYQs actually. When we solve the gate PYQs, many times I have seen this, that for the numerical questions, I can say if a particular value I have to choose, which is the answer, I can say among all the real values, that value is answer of many question, then that is 0. So that kind of worked actually. Dinky, for the first time, this suggestion I gave before gate 2023 exam. Hemant, the chit chat session that we did before gate 2023 exam, in that exam, in that chit chat session, for the first time I gave this suggestion that next day for the NAT question that you are leaving, just write 0. And it was a coincidence that in that gate 2023 paper, one question came on double integration. So it was, I think it was not trivial question, it was not very easy question, it was double integration question. And many students, of course, they were going to leave it, and at the end they just marked 0 and answer was 0. So I got many messages that day. I remember many comments on the YouTube also, many messages also, that sir, 2 marks I got at the last moment just because of that suggestion, because I joined chit chat session and there was a suggestion that okay, just put the value 0, and I got the answer. So that same suggestion I will repeat at today also. Do you have this kind of, I can say, something, some kind of fun rule, or did you have, Dinky or Hemant? Let's go one by one. Dinky.
So, sir, I would say two things. So मेरे पेपर में जो 2025 सेट 2 था, so उसमें ये सेम चीज मेरे साथ भी हुई थी. So NNT questions में I remember one particular question. उसमें आंसर 0.5 था and asked आई थिंक 5 और 10 मिनट्स बचे थे एनटी क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट करने थे एमएसक्यू। मेरे पास टाइम नहीं बचा था इटरेशन 2 का। सो मैं मोस्टली सब में 0 0 0 0 0 मार्क लिख रही थी जितने भी मैंने छोड़े थे। लेकिन वो एक पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन में somehow my intuition said write 0.5 and उसका आंसर 0.5 था and I got 2 marks because of that. तो एक वो था, और जो ये 23 वाला पेपर आपने बोला, आई वाज अटेम्प्टिंग दैट पेपर एज वेल। सो वो डबल आई थिंक ट्रिपल इंटीग्रेशन वाला था। सो आई हैड सॉल्व दिस एंटायर क्वेश्चन एंड मुझे आंसर 0 आया था। एंड मेरा एक फ्रेंड है, उसने भी अटेम्प्ट किया था एंड ही गॉट अ टॉप रैंक दैट ईयर। तो उन्होंने तुक्का मारा था, मतलब लास्ट में टाइम नहीं बचा था तो, एंड उन्होंने 0 लिखा था तो उनका भी टॉप रैंक आ गया था। सो इट वर्क्स अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स।
Khushit, are you talking about Khushit?
यस।
Okay, so
Okay.
Khushit got all India rank 11 that year. So basically, Dinky is saying that he got all India rank 11 क्योंकि तुक्के सही हो गए थे.
अरे नहीं सर, ऐसी बात नहीं है। बट दैट वन पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन, हाँ, दैट कुड हैव डिसाइडेड एज वेल समवॉट के
नहीं
टॉप
नहीं,
20।
ये मैंने जानबूझ के बोला है। मैं इसी टाइम इस टाइम का लिंक खुशित को भेजूंगा कि देखो भाई ऐसा हो रहा है.
क्लिप काट के.
सर क्यों कलेश करवाना है आपको?
So this was one thing. Actually 0.5, like how did you suddenly get that? Okay, in this question let me put 0.5. Were you like after reading the question were you getting some
हाँ,
hint?
मतलब आई हैड रेड दैट क्वेश्चन इन माय फर्स्ट इटरेशन, लेकिन मैं सॉल्व नहीं कर पाई थी उस टाइम पे। आई वाज नॉट गेटिंग मच हिंट्स कि कैसे प्रोसीड करना है। बट समहाउ इट वाज समथिंग रिलेटेड टू डिस्टेंसेस एंड somehow I got that intuition कि हाँ इसका आंसर 0.5 हो सकता है। So I wrote it and ultimately वो सही पड़ गया ऐसे।
Okay, okay. Any other this type of, I can say, unsaid rules, any unsaid something that can help? Anything?
मतलब एमएसक्यूज है तो खाली मत छोड़ के आना। आई वुड से कई बार अगर आप फर्स्ट इटरेशन में पढ़ रहे हो एंड यू आर पार्किंग इट, तो आपकी जो इंट्यूशन बोल रही है उस टाइम पे, इफ यू फील, टिक करके आना है ऐसे। मतलब कोई भी क्वेश्चन खाली मत छोड़ के आना, स्पेशली द वंस जिसमें नेगेटिव मार्किंग नहीं है, सच एज एनएटी और एमएसक्यूज। यू नेवर नो कि मल्टी सिलेक्ट हो सिंगल सिलेक्ट हो, आपको जो भी इंट्यूशन है काम कर जाए एंड यू गेट बोनस मार्क्स ऐसे।
एमसीक्यू में तो मत करना क्योंकि वो फिर नेगेटिव
हाँ।
हो जाएगा। जितने मार्क्स आपके बन रहे हैं वो आपके और
कम
थोड़े
हो
नीचे आ
जाएंगे।
जाएंगे। तो डोंट ट्राई दिस इन एमसीक्यू, बट ऑफ कोर्स यू कैन लाइक मेक श्योर दैट you don't leave any NAT, any MSQ question, you don't leave it empty. ओके, जैसा एक पर्टिकुलर चीज डिंकी ने बताई कि एमएसक्यू क्वेश्चन में कभी कभी आपको थोड़ा ऐसे वाइब आता है कि यार ये दोनों ऑप्शन अच्छे लग रहे हैं. फील आ रही है कि यार ये दोनों ऑप्शन अच्छे लग रहे हैं। तो अगर लास्ट में एट द एंड in the last 5 minutes, if you are going to leave that question anyway, you are going to leave that question, so maybe you can go with your intuition that okay, let's stick these two option. Okay, you are feeling good, that you are getting a good feeling that sometimes actually in DA paper, let me tell you, in DA, of course, some machine learning question was there. I don't remember it last year, and I was, of course, I did not have any idea. Like it was not like I am getting some vibe from the question that okay, these options will be correct. But a particular option I was just seeing, and I was thinking, why the professor put this option? Like उस ऑप्शन के अंदर थोड़ी ऐसे लग रहा था कि प्रोफेसर ने थोड़ी मेहनत करी है या ये करेक्ट आंसर है, इसलिए ये बाकी ऑप्शन से थोड़ा अजीब लग रहा था, वो थोड़ा अलग था।
और
जब
नो
हम
डाउट.
सचिन सचिन जब हम एएमटी या कोई मॉक टेस्ट बनाते हैं तो कभी होता है
हाँ.
ना कि हम
Then,
हमें लग जाता है कि यार ये ऑप्शन तो ऐसा जो करेक्ट आंसर है वो वाला ऑप्शन थोड़ा लग जाता है कि यार ये तो स्टूडेंट को पता चल जाएगा कि यार ये ऑप्शन करेक्ट है। तो ऐसा तो वो मेरे साथ हुआ और मैंने वो किया और वो सही निकल गया। ठीक है।
यहाँ
तो
पे हाँ, ऐसा मतलब एग्जाम सेटर वाली प्रिपरेशन काम आ गई.
हाँ,
वो
एग्जाम
वाला
सेटर वाली
मैटर.
प्रिपरेशन, क्योंकि इतने सारे मॉक
हाँ.
टेस्ट बनाए, इतने सारे एएमटी
हाँ.
बनाए, तो कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि व्हेन वी आर मेकिंग द ऑप्शन, इफ देयर इज अ सब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चन वी आर कन्वर्टिंग इनटू एमसीक्यू एमएसक्यू, then sometimes it happens that we are making the option and we are feeling that this particular option which is the correct answer, this particular option is highlighting itself that I am the answer, I am the answer. Okay, so then we have to in go classes AMTs or in go classes mock test, then we change the remaining options also, so that this particular option does not highlight itself. Okay, but it may happen sometimes. Okay, all these suggestions I can say जुगाड़ बिल्कुल जुगाड़ों वाली बातें हो रही हैं. आपको पूरे साल गो क्लासेस के चैनल पे इस तरह की चीजें बातें नहीं मिलेंगी. पूरे साल तो हम एन की वैल्यू रख के भी सॉल्यूशन नहीं देते. अगर किसी क्वेश्चन के अंदर अगर एन की वैल्यू रखने से अगर आंसर आ रहा है, तो वो भी हम आपको उसका भी प्रूफ देते हैं, कंप्लीट एनालिसिस बताते हैं. वो आपको यू ऑलरेडी नो दैट. बट अब ये टाइम है जहां पे इस तरह की चीजें काम आ सकती हैं लास्ट के 5 मिनट्स में. इफ यू आर गोइंग टू लीव दैट क्वेश्चन, if you are confident in that question, you have already solved it, please don't apply all these I can say jugadu, or I can say unsaid rules. Don't apply. These are only for those questions for which you absolutely have no idea, for the questions which you are absolutely going to leave. So in the last 5 minutes you can apply all these things. Hemant, did you have any such unsaid rule of yours
Yeah, sir. Actually, I don't have anything, but after watching your chit-chat last year, sir, I also decided to use some intuition in last 10 minutes, not just 5 minutes. In last 10 minutes, I should use some intuition. Like I think she referred to probability question, sir. In that question, I also kept 0.5. Like it will be like in between 0 to 1. So why not guess 0.5 like that? I kept that one. And some other questions also, sir. I don't remember exactly. But I thought that in last 2 minutes I may not use my intuition. So first I I guessed it in I think before 10 to 15 minutes. Then I solved some other questions like that.
So that probability question for which you got answer 0.5, the same question Dinky is talking about,
Yeah,
did
yeah,
you
sir.
solve it, or was it your, I can say, was it just your guess that okay, let's stick 0.5? Was it guess or did you solve it?
No, sir. Guess, sir. It was guess. I thought that it will be between 0 and 1. I don't know why I kept 0.5, but I kept it.
So 2
Sir,
marks you
it
got
was a
because
graph based question,
अच्छा.
something related to graph, और उसमें कुछ probability पूछी थी, I think. तो और दोनों साइड से कुछ डिस्टेंस पूछा था, तो हमने शायद ऐसा ही सोचा था कि दोनों साइड से इक्वल प्रोबेबिलिटी होगी. दैट्स व्हाई
Yeah.
इट वुड बी 0.5 प्रोबेबिलिटी. इसीलिए 0.5 उस क्वेश्चन उस पर्टिकुलर के लिए 0.5 किया था. बाकी सब में आई थिंक मेरा तो वही था 0 0 0 0 जो आपने
अरे
बोला.
but because it was probability question, of course you don't have, you never should mark 0. It's a probability question anyway. The probability range will be in 0 to 1, and it's very rare that probability will be 0. It's very rare. So 0.5, I think, like for a probability question, 0.5 is the I think most safest guess. I think.
दिस केस ये
ओके, सो आई थिंक नेक्स्ट ईयर सचिन अपन ऐसे टॉपिक्स के अंदर की इस टॉपिक का अगर क्वेश्चन आप लीव कर रहे हो तो सेफेस्ट गेस क्या रहेगा, ऐसा कुछ अगर लिस्ट बना के और नेक्स्ट नेक्स्ट ईयर चिट चैट सेशन के अंदर रखेंगे.
बट मुझे मुझे अभी तक लगता था कि मेरी ही रैंक तुक्के से आई है, बट आई गॉट टू नो कि नहीं, बाकी लोगों की भी आई है, क्योंकि इन
ये
माय टाइम आल्सो आई आल्सो डिड सम गेसेस, तो उसमें से एक सही निकल गया था.
किसी ने चैट में बोला कि सारे आईएससी वाले बैठे हैं, जुगाड़ों की बातें हो रही हैं. रिसर्च रिसर्च के लिए आईएससी जाना जाता है, तो इस तरह की रिसर्च होती है उधर. सो ओके.
सो बेसिकली आई वुड से कि पेपर कैसा भी हो सकता है, पेपर परफेक्ट नहीं होगा, बट आपकी प्रिपरेशन भी हो सकता है परफेक्ट नहीं हो. नाइदर पेपर विल बी परफेक्ट, नो द प्रिपरेशन माइट बी परफेक्ट, बट वन थिंग इज श्योर कि आपका रिएक्शन उस पेपर के लिए परफेक्ट होगा, तो ऑटोमेटिकली आपके बहुत अच्छे मार्क्स आएंगे. तो रिएक्शन पे ध्यान देना कि आपको कैसे रिएक्ट करना है कल, राइट? सो रिएक्शन शुड बी परफेक्ट.
So, Dinky, in all India mock test in AIMTs, what were the marks you were getting?
सर सो आई हैड ऑप्टेड फॉर गेट 2024 एज वेल. तो जब 24 था, एट दैट पॉइंट मेरी रेंज थी बिटवीन 33 to 46, and up till last mock test. And for AIMTs, it still used to be around 50 to 50ish. But मेरी offline mocks में around 70 65 ऐसे आ जाती थी गो क्लासेस की in 25 attempt.
Okay, 60 to 66.
60 to 75, yeah, can
इस रेंज में
consider.
आपके आ जाते थे जो मॉक
आ
टेस्ट होते
जाती
थे
थी.
उनमें.
हाँ.
ओके ओके ओके. सो एंड इन द फाइनल इन द गेट एग्जाम.
So I got around 67.33 in like raw without normalization in set 2, and post normalization was 78 point something.
Okay. And which set you had? One or
I
two?
had set 2, the tougher
Okay.
one. Yeah.
And Hemant, your set?
Set 2 only, sir.
Set 2 only. Okay. So in set 2, because this might be useful tomorrow, set 2, I think that was hard. Almost everyone agrees that that was kind of hardest paper in the last 5 years, because even the topper got around 80 marks in set 2. The set 2 topper got around 80 marks. So I can consider that to be the hardest paper in the last maybe 5 years. Now, during the exam, during the paper, did you feel like after half an hour, after 1 hour, during the paper, did you feel that okay, it really is the hard paper? I can say this is the hard set, maybe this is a hard paper, and now I should focus more on accuracy. Maybe speed is not that important, because if the paper is hard, of course you don't have to score 90 or 100 marks. Okay, no one is going to score 100 marks. But this kind of feeling did you get during the paper? Because particularly I remember when I had interview with Tanya Gautam, who got all India rank 55 in gate 2023. So in that interview she said that during the exam, after half an hour, after 1 hour, she got some feeling that this paper is kind of, I think, hard or easy. I don't remember, but basically she kind of changed her strategy, or I can say she told herself that okay, I should go like this, I should go like that. So basically, during the paper she did this analysis, and she said that it was helpful, and she got all India rank 55. So was something like that? Did something like that happen to you, Hemant?
Actually, in exam, I didn't feel anything, sir. Means my only strategy at that time was I should not make any silly mistakes. Even I leave 2 to 3 questions, it does not matter. But I should do every question with full concentration and with full accuracy. And another thing was like I should manage my time very well, sir. I should not do every any question more than 3 to 4 minutes like that, sir. Only like that, sir. I don't have any other strategy, and I didn't feel anything, sir, while writing exam. But after exam, I think you were in car, sir. You shared one video in YouTube. Like I think this paper will be like from medium to tough. I think so. I don't remember exact sentence. Then I felt like, oh, okay. I think so. Paper was tough like that, sir. Then
Okay.
I didn't feel anything.
Okay, okay, Hemant. And Dinky?
सर मेरे साथ एक्चुअली ऐसा हुआ था कि व्हेन आई रीच्ड द सेंटर, तो उस टाइम पे देयर वाज सम इन्विजिलेटर हु लिटरली आस्क्ड मी कि व्हाई डिडंट यू कम इन द मॉर्निंग, यू शुड हैव कम इन द मॉर्निंग, द पेपर वाज इजी. एंड आई वाज लाइक, एक तो मेरे हाथ में थोड़ी है कि पेपर कैसे अलोकेट होगा और कौन सा सेट होगा. तो एक नेगेटिविटी तो दिमाग में डाल ही दी थी उन्होंने कि भाई पेपर टफ होने वाला है. ऑब्वियसली यू डोंट बिलीव इट अंटिल यू आर इन द पेपर. बट एज हेमंत सेड, मेरा भी सेम ही हाल था कि एग्जाम के टाइम पे कुछ ज्यादा चल नहीं रहा था. आई थिंक लास्ट 30 मिनट्स आई स्टार्टेड पैनिकिंग, क्योंकि ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट हो नहीं पाए थे. सो आई फोकस्ड ऑन एक्यूरेसी, बट देयर वर फ्यू क्वेश्चंस व्हिच वर आउट ऑफ सिलेबस. आई थिंक बैक पैचिंग वगैरह उस टाइम पे थे, तो वो अटेम्प्ट नहीं हुए थे. सो लाइक आई वाज पैनिकिंग अ बिट. तो वो था. बट हाँ, आफ्टर द पेपर, after I left the paper, I just felt that I didn't give my best this time, and because it was my second attempt as well, for hope, like thankfully with job, but I still was very much in a panic-driven situation. कि भाई paper भले tough हो जो भी हो, लेकिन I could not perform my best, and I screwed up, I said, and that went on that entire day. So paper tough था, वो मुझे पेपर के बाद realize हो गया था. बट पेपर के टाइम पे कुछ नहीं हुआ था, एंड मैंने मेरी स्ट्रेटेजी कुछ चेंज नहीं की थी. आई हैड tried multiple strategies, and I stick with my strategy itself, whatever I had developed.
So particularly, what was your strategy? I'm mentioning her strategy because different toppers have different strategy. I told you in the last session also yesterday that some toppers, they start from aptitude, some toppers start from technical, some start from 1 mark, some start from 2 mark. Okay, so everything I can say, everything works, I can say. Okay, so different toppers, they apply what suits them best. Okay, so let's ask that particularly for Dinky, what was the strategy?
I what I used to do was I used to dedicate 30 minutes for aptitude. So 30 minutes में मैं जितना भी aptitude कर पाई, I used to do that. After 30 minutes, I used to start from 2 markers first. और usually ऐसा मेरे साथ हुआ था कि 2 markers were at the last section. So I used to start the paper in the reverse order. 2 markers first, 1 markers in the first iteration. And in the second iteration, whatever is pending, जो भी ज्यादा मुझे intuitive लग रहा है या लग रहा है कि हाँ ये doable है, I used to do that. And last, I think 40, last 30, sorry, last 15 to 20 minutes I used to spend on जो हमने strategy discuss की, तुक्के मारने की या multiple select करने की, क्या मेरी intuition बोल रही है उससे.
Okay, Hemant.
Yes, sir. I directly started from 2 marks, sir. No, actually, I started from aptitude. I think I did it for just 20 to 25 minutes. Then I went directly to, I think 30th question will be 2 marks. I don't remember exactly. Some 30 to 35. Yeah. I started from the 2 marks. And in iteration one, I will be always like, I should do any question in just 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes. Like I should not spend any question for more than 2 minutes. If I was confident, like I can do this question 100%, then I will attempt that question in iteration one, sir. I think my iteration one will complete. I think I don't remember exact answer, but 40 to 45 minutes. Then after that, I will again start from 2 marks, then 1 mark like that, sir. In iteration two, I will solve questions which I can do, and in that iteration also I left many questions, like I can't do this question, like I may my concepts are not strong in these things, or I didn't do practice much. I left those questions, and I think in last 30 minutes I have around 15 to 15 questions, or I don't remember. Yeah, 15 questions. Then first I used intuition to guess some questions which are confirm I can't do those questions. I guessed those in, I think, 20 last 25 minutes. Then in last 20 minutes, I dedicated for each question 5 minutes like that, sir, for tough questions which are not conceptually strong. Then yeah, like that I'd answer. And actually, when I started exam in 2 marks questions, first 3 questions I can't even attempt. I can't even recall those concepts, sir. But at last 10 to 15 minutes, I don't know how I recall, but I solved those 3 questions also, sir. Yeah.
Okay, Hemant. Actually, one thing I want to talk about that Hemant said. Hemant said that his focus was on avoiding the silly mistakes, and he also said that even if, let's assume, because of some time management issue, if 2 3 questions he misses, let's assume at the end, he cannot attempt, let's assume, 2 3 questions because of time management, so that is also fine. This is what Hemant said, but his focus was on reducing the silly mistakes. Okay, here on this point I want to say something, that see, in the previous many years I have seen some students, they come and they say that sir, मेरा थोड़ा टाइम कम रह गया, थोड़ा मेरा एक क्वेश्चन मेरा टाइम की वजह से रह गया, या कुछ स्टूडेंट्स मैक्सिमम बोलते हैं कि 2 क्वेश्चन मेरे टाइम की वजह से रह गए। मैंने कभी नहीं सुना कि इससे ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस किसी के टाइम की वजह से रहे होंगे। ठीक है, मैक्सिमम से मैक्सिमम, ऑब्वियसली मैं ज्यादातर जो बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं वो तो ये बोलते हैं कि सर टाइम तो मेरे लिए इनफ था, मतलब जितने क्वेश्चन मुझसे होने थे वो मैंने कर दिए थे, ऐसा कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं था जो टाइम की वजह से मुझसे हुआ नहीं। लेकिन अगर टाइम की वजह से अगर कोई क्वेश्चन रह भी गया तो भी मैक्सिमम एक, या फिर मतलब वर्स्ट टू वर्स्ट 2 क्वेश्चन आपके रह सकते हैं। ये मैंने नोटिस किया है। आई विल आस्क अदर्स ऑल्सो। सो मैं जो बोल रहा हूं कि अगर आप किसी, चाहे इजी क्वेश्चन हो, चाहे हार्ड क्वेश्चन हो, चाहे मॉडरेट क्वेश्चन हो, अगर आप उसको केयरफुली रीड करते हो और उसके अंदर कोई भी सिली मिस्टेक नहीं करते हो, ठीक है, और आपकी सिली मिस्टेक अगर जीरो होती है, जैसे हेमंत की गेट 2025 के अंदर सिली मिस्टेक 0 मार्क्स की थी, मतलब कोई सिली मिस्टेक हुई नहीं, तो उसका आपको बहुत ज्यादा बेनिफिट मिलता है। क्योंकि अगर आप अगर आप हर क्वेश्चन के अंदर 5 सेकंड बचाने के चक्कर में या 10 सेकंड बचाने के चक्कर में उस क्वेश्चन को जल्दी जल्दी पढ़ रहे हो, या फिर क्वेश्चन मान लो इजी क्वेश्चन है और आपको लग रहा है कि चलो यार ये तो इजी क्वेश्चन है, ये तो मेरा मतलब बहुत ही कॉन्फिडेंट एरिया है, चलो इसके अंदर थोड़ा टाइम बचा लेता हूँ, जल्दी से इसको सोल्व कर देता हूँ और जल्दी से आगे बढ़ जाता हूँ। ठीक है, तो अगर आप ऐसे, मतलब होता ना हर क्वेश्चन के अंदर अगर आप ऐसे 5 10 सेकंड बचाने के चक्कर में अगर आप उस क्वेश्चन में सिली मिस्टेक करते हो तो वो बहुत ही एक खराब चीज है। ठीक है, एक भी क्वेश्चन या 2 क्वेश्चन 3 क्वेश्चन के अंदर ऑब्वियसली आप हर क्वेश्चन में 5 5 सेकंड बचाना चाह रहे हो, तो सिली मिस्टेक्स की जो पॉसिबिलिटी है वो थोड़ी एक इंक्रीज हो जाती है। और पूरे 65 क्वेश्चन में अगर आपकी 4-5 क्वेश्चन की सिली मिस्टेक हो गई तो वो बहुत ज्यादा आपको, आपकी जो रैंक है उसको बहुत ज्यादा वो डाउन ले आती है। ठीक है। लेकिन ऑन द अदर हैंड, अगर मान लो कि आप हर क्वेश्चन के अंदर आराम से क्वेश्चन को रीड कर रहे हो, क्वेश्चन की जो लास्ट लाइन है उसको 2 बार रीड कर रहे हो, और मतलब आप उसको केयरफुली सॉल्व कर रहे हो, कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक नहीं कर रहे, क्वेश्चन के अंदर नोट फॉल्स इस तरह के जो वर्ड्स हैं एटलीस्ट एट मोस्ट एग्जैक्टली, मतलब बेसिकली आप ध्यान रख रहे हो क्वेश्चन का, तो उस सिचुएशन में हो सकता है कि लास्ट में आपको लगे कि यार एक क्वेश्चन मेरा रह गया टाइम मैनेजमेंट की वजह से। तो वो एक क्वेश्चन, ऑन दैट वन क्वेश्चन बिकॉज ऑफ टाइम मैनेजमेंट versus 4-5 questions because you are going going through the questions in a very hurry. Okay, I've seen this. Okay, कुछ स्टूडेंट्स बहुत ही ऐसे थोड़े हड़बड़ाहट में सोल्व करते हैं। आपने भी नोटिस किया होगा अपने किसी फ्रेंड को कि वो जब कुछ कैलकुलेशन भी करते हैं तो वो अपना सब कुछ माइंड में करने की कोशिश करते हैं, या फिर थोड़ा हड़बड़ाहट में कि जल्दी जल्दी, अच्छा क्वेश्चन पढ़ा भी नहीं, पूरा पूरा क्वेश्चन पढ़ने से पहले वो आंसर ले आते हैं। तो ये जो आदत है, ये मेरे एक फ्रेंड के साथ भी थी 2018 में। उसने 98 मार्क्स का पेपर अटेम्प्ट कर लिया था, और मैं जब गेट एग्जाम के बाद आया मैंने उससे फोन पे बात करी, उसने बोला कि मैंने 98 मार्क्स का पेपर अटेम्प्ट किया है। और मैं बिल्कुल डर गया कि यार इसकी मेरे से तो ज्यादा रैंक आएगी, क्योंकि मैंने तो 98 मार्क्स का पेपर अटेम्प्ट नहीं किया। लेकिन जब रिजल्ट आया तो मेरी 67 रैंक थी और उसकी 285 रैंक थी, उसको फिर आईआईटी गुवाहाटी मिल गया। लेकिन ये जो डिफरेंस आया ये सिली मिस्टेक्स की वजह से आया। उसने पूरा पेपर एकदम हड़बड़ाहट में किया, और शायद लास्ट में कुछ थोड़ा टाइम बच भी गया, इतना ज्यादा, मतलब वो थोड़ा, एक होता है ना कि कुछ स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं, आपने देखा होगा आपके अगल बगल में कोई स्टूडेंट बैठा है, वो क्वेश्चन बहुत ही जल्दी जल्दी सोल्व करने की एक आदत होती है, तो वो एक आदत उसमें थी, और ultimately he made many silly mistakes and his rank was ultimately 285. Okay, so this particular thing maybe I will ask Sachin, Dinky and Hemant also about it, but I believe that you should go with accuracy. This is what I believe. Of course you should not be too slow. It's not like every single question you are reading like 2 times. I am saying that you read the question one time carefully, maybe the last line of the question you can read 2 times, but overall maybe there are some questions which you can read 2 times. It's all about, it depends on that particular question. Okay, but you should not be in a hurry. You should not take easy questions for granted कि इजी क्वेश्चन आया, बिल्कुल जो एक ऐड आता है कि मल मल ललचाए ऐसा। ओके, तो बेसिकली अगर इजी क्वेश्चन आया तो आप बिल्कुल बस उसको कि अच्छा ये क्वेश्चन तो मैंने बहुत बार किया हुआ है, चलो इसको जल्दी जल्दी खत्म कर देता हूँ, है ना। मान लो थ्योरी ऑफ कंप्यूटेशन का क्वेश्चन है और 4 लैंग्वेजेस दी हुई हैं और आप दी हुई हैं और आपको पूछ रहा है कि कौन सी लैंग्वेज रेगुलर है, और अब क्योंकि आपको लग रहा है कि यार रेगुलर और नॉन रेगुलर फाइंड करना तो मेरे बाएं हाथ का खेल है, जल्दी जल्दी कर देता हूँ, अच्छा एन 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 एन, और चल तो इसको खत्म कर देता हूँ जल्दी इस क्वेश्चन को। लेकिन उसमें हो सकता है कि क्वेश्चन के अंदर लिखा हो ए पावर एन, वो अल्टीमेटली ए पावर 2 एन हो गया, तो वो रेगुलर हो गई वो। लेकिन आप क्योंकि जल्दी जल्दी में सॉल्व कर रहे हो तो आपको लगेगा कि एन एन वो ए पावर एन बी पावर एन जैसा आपको लगेगा, और आप उसमें सिली मिस्टेक कर दोगे। तो दिस इज व्हाट आई वांट टू से। एक और वन मोर सिली मिस्टेक आई रिमेंबर आई मेड, आई थिंक इन 2023 और 2024। सचिन, देयर वाज अ क्वेश्चन ऑन स्टेक कि 2 या 3 स्टेक दिए हुए हैं, कुछ इसमें से एलिमेंट इसमें डालना है, ऐसा सा कुछ एक
हाँ, बहुत
एक
इजी सा
क्वेश्चन था।
क्वेश्चन था। हाँ।
हाँ, लेकिन उसमें एक कंडीशन दी हुई थी कि जो स्टेक बी है या कोई स्टेक है उसकी साइज 2 है।
हाँ, साइज, हाँ।
एक ऐसा क्वेश्चन था,
राइट।
एनीवन इन द चैट डू यू रिमेंबर in gate 2024 or 2023, I think maybe in 2025, I don't remember, but in the last 2-3 years there was a stake question, and the size of stake for a particular stake, I think there were 3 stake, and for particular stake the size was 2. And I remember I did that question, I solved that question, but I forgot that for this particular stake the size is 2. I forgot that. Okay, and of course I got wrong answer. Okay, so you can see this, when I was reading the question I must have written in my scribble pad that, okay, because this was a small point, right? There are 3 stake, and one particular stake like stake b has size 2, and this condition does not apply to other stake. So of course in my scribble pad I should have written that, okay, stake b size is 2. Okay, because that is going to impact the answer. Okay, so that I did not do, and of course I made the silly mistake in that particular question. Okay, so Sachin,
यस।
about this time management versus silly mistake, like what what is your opinion?
Right. So basically, during my examination when I attempted in 2017, I don't remember my mock test habits, but during the examination, I remember one habit that I applied is that whenever I'm solving some question in a scribble pad, then I was making sure that the rough calculation is not so ugly or not so messy that if I have to reiterate it or if I have to just see it again, then at that time I should not be getting the panic that अरे अरे क्या लिखा था 3 है कि 5 है कि 2 है. Like I was doing my rough work little better, so that I can understand what I have done. So one thing this I was doing which was helping me to recalculating a few things. So I think most of you have attempted the mock test, so you might be having this habit. And when I was marking some answer, let's suppose A is answer. At that time, during the time, like whenever I'm clicking A, at that time, immediately in just 2 3 seconds, I just rescan the whole calculation. कि हाँ A ही है ना? Okay, 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 हाँ A ही है, like that. तो वो I think mostly लोग करते ही हैं. बट हाँ मैं अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर कर रहा हूँ. दीपक, आपने किया है ये चीज कि हाँ मतलब एकदम ए टिक करते हैं, हाँ ए ही है ऐसा? लाइक
हाँ,
डू यू हैव दिस हैबिट?
मैं एक जब मैं अपने जब पढ़ाते टाइम भी, टीचिंग के टाइम पे भी है ना, एक पर्टिकुलर चीज जो मैं करता हूँ कि टिक करने से पहले, जब मान लो क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर रहा हूँ मैं लाइव लाइव में, या जब भी, और उसके अंदर लास्ट में फिर मैं एक बार देखता हूँ कि अच्छा ये मतलब एक होता है ना, थोड़ा सा ऐसे रहता है मेरा
हाँ
भी कि
रीचेक, हाँ हाँ.
टिक करने से पहले सडनली पता नहीं दिमाग दिमाग को क्या हो जाता है कि वो डबल ऐसे चेक करता है कि अच्छा ये एक तो ये चीज। एक और मैं बताता हूँ कि जब मैं टिक करने वाला होता हूँ तो उससे पहले मैं सडनली ये देखता हूँ कि भाई ट्रू ट्रू पूछ रहा है क्वेश्चन के अंदर। ये शायद स्टूडेंट्स ने भी
हाँ
जब मेरे किसी भी सेशन में, लेक्चर्स में या किसी भी प्रैक्टिस सेशन के अंदर आपने देखा होगा कि मैं किसी गेट पीवाईक्यू के सॉल्यूशन के अंदर भी आपने देखा होगा कि मैं जब लास्ट में ऑप्शन ABCD में से अगर मैं टिक करने वाला हूं तो मैं उससे पहले मैं एक बार ये चेक करता हूं कि भाई क्या पूछा है। और एक एक पर्टिकुलर चीज और, MSQ क्वेश्चन के अंदर जैसे 4 ऑप्शन है, तो मैं क्या करता हूं कि क्वेश्चन चाहे कुछ भी पूछे, ट्रू पूछे फॉल्स पूछे, मैं क्या करता हूं ऑप्शन ए अगर मान लो ट्रू है तो मैं मेरे स्क्रिबल पैड के अंदर लिखता हूं ए के आगे ट्रू, अगर बी फॉल्स है तो बी के आगे फॉल्स। क्वेश्चन कुछ भी पूछे उससे मुझे, वो मैं बाद में देखूंगा, लेकिन ऑप्शन ABCD मैं उनके आगे लिख देता हूं कि ये ट्रू स्टेटमेंट था, ये फॉल्स था, ये ट्रू था और ये फॉल्स स्टेटमेंट था। फिर जब लास्ट में ऑप्शन टिक करने की बारी आती है तब मैं एक बार देखता हूं कि क्वेश्चन पूछ क्या रहा है। अच्छा फॉल्स पूछ रहा है तो ये 2 ऑप्शन है, अच्छा ट्रू पूछ रहा है तो ये 2 ऑप्शन है। तो ये 2 3 चीजें मैंने की हैं। हाँ सचिन, प्लीज कंटिन्यू।
राइट राइट. So basically, I was having this habit, and Deepak has also said correctly that whenever you are clicking true or false question, at that time just make sure कि वो true ही पूछ रहा है, false पूछ रहा है. Because sometimes it happens, like it might not happen with you till now. Maybe gate में हो जाए, मतलब अब ऐसे भी silly mistakes हो सकती है ना जो अभी तक नहीं हुई है, वो गेट में हो जाएंगी हो सकता है, और जो अभी तक हुई है वो गेट में नहीं होंगी, ऐसा भी हो सकता है. कुछ नई silly mistakes भी आ सकती हैं. So basically, whenever you're taking true or false question at that time, you can double check. बाकी तो सिली मिस्टेक रिड्यूस करने के लिए आई यूज टू हैव द प्रॉपर फोकस. आई थिंक फोकस, मैं भी यही एडवाइस करता हूँ. कोई भी स्टूडेंट मुझसे पूछता है कि सिली मिस्टेक कैसे रिड्यूस करनी है, तो फोकस से ही रिड्यूस होती है, क्योंकि द नेम सेड सिली, राइट? सिली मीन्स कि आपका कुछ फोकस लूज हुआ होगा या फिर कुछ आपने जल्दी में किया होगा. लाइक अल्टीमेटली इट इज अबाउट द परफेक्ट टाइमिंग फॉर दैट क्वेश्चन. So if you're doing something in rush, or if you're not reading the question properly, because it happens, it will happen actually. I think Hemant and Dinky will also agree कि ये चीज उनके साथ भी उनके उनके टाइम पे भी हुई होगी कि एक दो क्वेश्चंस तो ऐसे हुए होंगे. अच्छा, हेमंत के साथ नहीं हुए, विच इज गुड, बट हो सकता है डिंकी के साथ हुए हो, और मैनी टॉपर्स के साथ होते हैं कि एक दो क्वेश्चंस तो ऐसे होते हैं कि जिनको जो वो पूछ रहा होता है उसमें से एक दो इन्फॉर्मेशन हम समटाइम्स नहीं पढ़ पाते. जैसे इन 2017 देयर वाज वन सी प्रोग्रामिंग क्वेश्चन. एट दैट टाइम आई हैवंट रेड, लाइक कुछ तो क्वेश्चन था उसका 2017 सी प्रोग्रामिंग का. 2017 वाज आउटपुट आई थिंक, बट दे वर आस्किंग स्ट्रिंग लेंथ, मतलब 2 या कुछ तो उसका आंसर था. मतलब स्ट्रिंग लेंथ जैसे 2017 की 4 है तो आई शुड हैव मार्क 4, बट मैंने वो, सिंस इट वाज NAT, सो आई मार्क 2017. आई फिल 2017. Later on, I realized that they were not asking the output; they were asking they were not asking for the मतलब string; they were asking for the string length. Okay, strlen something was there. So one two question might be there where you have not got the proper reading of the question. Because of that question might go wrong. So try to not do it. Basically, try to read the question fully, and one of the good advice that Deepak has suggested कि आपको कोई भी क्रूशियल इन्फॉर्मेशन लग रही है, कोई छोटी इन्फॉर्मेशन लग रही है, तो आप उसको पहले लिख लो कि ये स्टैक साइज इसमें 2 लिमिटेड है, या फिर कुछ भी ऐसी इन्फॉर्मेशन लग रही है तो आप इसको लिख लो। मतलब ऑब्वियसली यू कैन नॉट राइट ऑल द इन्फॉर्मेशन, बट कुछ ऐसी इन्फॉर्मेशन लग रही है जो आपको कैलकुलेशन में भी यूज आएगी, तो उसको तुरंत लिख लो ताकि वो मिस आउट नहीं हो जाए। तो डिंकी, आपसे कुछ कोई भी क्वेश्चन ऐसा हुआ है जो लैक ऑफ रीडिंग की वजह से गलत हो गया हो?
सर मेरी गेट 25 में 4.67 मार्क्स की सिली मिस्टेक हुई है, और ऑल ऑफ देम आर बिकॉज आई मिस सम इंफॉर्मेशन, या फिर कुछ ऐसी चीजें कि मतलब जल्दबाजी में कर दी है। कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क्स का एक क्वेश्चन मुझे याद है, यूडीपी एडर ऐड करनी रहती है, मैंने ऐड नहीं की थी, उसकी वजह से मेरा वो क्वेश्चन गलत हुआ है। तो जितने भी लोग देख रहे हैं, मैं यही बोलूंगी कि टीसीपी यूडीपी का क्वेश्चन आता है तो प्लीज एक बार वापस रीड करना और देखना यूडीपी एडर ऐड करनी है नहीं करनी है। सीरोग्रामिंग के क्वेश्चन में मुझसे भी मिस्टेक्स हुई थी, और ये दोनों कैटेगरीज ऐसी थी कि जो मेरी मॉक टेस्ट में कभी गलतियां नहीं हुई, और पेपर
हम्म।
में जाके ही उन चीजों की वजह से गलती हुई है। तो मतलब इट हैपेंस कि मॉक में कभी गलती नहीं हुई है, लेकिन वहां पे जाके हो जाती है। मेरा ऐसा था कि मतलब आई फोकस इज वन थिंग, और मेरी सिली मिस्टेक्स तो होती ही थी, पर मेरा पेपर कभी, मैं ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट नहीं कर पाती थी एएमटी में। सो मेरा मेन फोकस ये होता था कि मैं जितने भी क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट करूं, प्लस ट्राई करूँ कि ज्यादा अटेम्प्ट कर पाऊं, और फुल फोकस और एक्यूरेसी रखूं उसमें। बट फिर भी होती हैं सिली मिस्टेक्स, और हो जाती है, मतलब आई आई वो ट्राई करते रहते, जितनी आपकी प्रैक्टिस बढ़ती है उसके हिसाब से फिर आई थिंक कम होती है सिली मिस्टेक्स। बट एग्जाम के टाइम पे तो यू हैव टू फोकस एंड बी एक्यूरेट। एंड मतलब जो टैली करने की बात थी, तो उसमें डिस्क शेड्यूलिंग के सपोज कोई क्वेश्चंस होते हैं जिसमें सीरीज दी हुई रहती है कि भाई ये है ये है ये है, तो एक एक चीज मतलब स्क्रीन पे टैली करो, एंड जैसे सर ने बोला लिखो ऐसे, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, क्योंकि यू माइट मिस आउट ऑन वन पैरामीटर और फिर पूरा आंसर चेंज हो जाएगा उसकी वजह से।
राइट, राइट। तो क्वेश्चन को अच्छे से पढ़ना इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, एज ऑल ऑफ यू नो। बट पता तो सबको है, एंड वी आर जस्ट रिमाइंडिंग दिस, ओके, कि आपको क्वेश्चन में कोई ऐसी इंफॉर्मेशन मिस आउट मत कर देना जिस वजह से क्वेश्चन गलत हो जाए। तो इफ यू आर थिंकिंग कि ये क्रूशियल इंफॉर्मेशन है तो वो लिख लो, या फिर मतलब वही है कि क्वेश्चन के टाइम पे you should be very much focused, calm, so that you can remember all the things which are needed to solve the question. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल इफ यूडीपी हेडर साइज वाज नीडेड टू ऐड और समथिंग, तो क्वेश्चन के टाइम पे यू शुड बी हैविंग दैट मच प्रेजेंट माइंड कि आपसे वो मिस नहीं हो। यस, देयर विल बी द मिस्टेक्स, आई एम नॉट सेइंग देयर वोंट बी द मिस्टेक्स, देयर विल बी द मिस्टेक्स आफ्टर द गेट एग्जामिनेशन आल्सो you would realize that you could have solved, okay, maybe probably like 2 3 more questions or 1 2 more questions it might happen, but because of the silly mistakes or because of the bad luck you were not able to solve, and it will happen with most of us. But remember one thing is that bad luck cannot decrease your rank, or cannot reduce your rank, so that you, let's suppose you are eligible or you are worth to get AIR under 100, and bad luck can throw you out of 1,000, okay, it can never happen. At most bad luck can do, plus 50 minus 50 can rank. If it is good luck, then probably it can make you better 50, and if it is bad luck, then maybe worse 50 rank that you can get. But ultimately the bad luck and good luck cannot do more than that, right? All your preparation, all your hard work will be justifying your 3 hours. So don't overthink कि यार वो 3 घंटे में तो कुछ भी हो सकता है। 3 घंटे इट्स नॉट लाइक अ गैम्बलिंग, ओके, यू आर नॉट थ्रोइंग अ डाइस कि हाँ 3 घंटे में, मतलब लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल इफ यू आर डूइंग सम गैम्बलिंग एंड you are coining, you are throwing some coin, or you are throwing some dice, so that's very having the equal probability कि यार 1 से 6 तक 1/6 probability है, कुछ भी हो सकता है, राइट? बट यहाँ पे कुछ भी नहीं हो सकता, यहाँ पे आपने मेहनत की है उसके बेसिस पे होगा। ऐसा नहीं है कि 3 घंटे में कुछ भी हो जाएगा, ऐसा नहीं होता है। 3 घंटे में ऐसा नहीं होगा कि कुछ भी हो जाएगा, 3 घंटे में वही होगा जो आपने जितनी मेहनत की है उससे आपको रिजल्ट मिलेगा। लेकिन कभी कभी होता है कि हम उस मेहनत को अंडर वैल्यू कर देते हैं कि यार हमने शायद इतनी मेहनत नहीं की हो, या फिर हमारी तो रैंक नहीं आएगी। उस टाइम पे हमें लॉजिक नहीं दिमाग में आता कि हमारी रैंक नहीं आएगी तो क्यों नहीं आएगी, हमें बस ये लगता है हमारी रैंक नहीं आएगी, बाकी दुनिया पूरी दुनिया की आ जाएगी बट हमारी नहीं आएगी। तो फालतू के ये थॉट्स आते हैं दिमाग में, ये थॉट्स नहीं लाने, एज वी आर रिपीटेडली सेइंग, एंड सिली मिस्टेक्स को आपको ट्राई करना है कि जितने कम सिली मिस्टेक्स हो सके उतना बेस्ट है। हेमंत, आपके साथ लाइक डिड इट हैपन विथ यू दैट यू डिड सम क्वेश्चन रॉन्ग बिकॉज ऑफ misunderstanding the question, or with the lack of lack of proper reading?
Yeah, sir. Actually, just now you said that we should be focused, sir. I think in previous year live session also you said like if we lose some focus, then for sure we need to check that question, sir. Actually, I was solving computer network questions, sir. I was in last page of my scribble pad. I was solving and I was thinking like, whom should I ask for another scribble pad? Should they give just after now? Should they collect like that? I was thinking in my mind like about scribble pad and doing that question. I solved question and I kept answer also. After that I thought that I lost some focus between in this question. I should recheck again. Then I saw that they were referring question like they were giving question about UDP, sir. I solved using TCP and I got answer that was option A. I marked it and later I saw that okay they were asking about UDP and then I solved, then answer is D. Like
Okay.
I solved using TCP and there was answer also, sir, option also. Like that.
Yes, yes,
If we
they can do
lose
this.
focus, yes.
Yes, Hemant.
If we lose focus, then for sure we need to recheck that question, sir. I think it took me for just 10 seconds, sir, to realize that I used TCP instead of UDP like that. So we should not lose focus. But it happens, sir. For sure we will lose focus at some point. Then we should recheck that question again.
Right, right.
Yes,
Yes, it
sir.
will happen, but we should again make sure that we are in the rhythm. Okay, it happened with everyone. Like it happened, it also happened with me. During my time, also I lost the focus. Actually, I got overconfident, and so basically, there was one invigilator and there was one keyboard drawer. Okay, it was a PC and there was one keyboard drawer. So I just pulled it out and I was just having the scribble pad on the keyboard drawer instead of the main desk. Okay, and I was just solving the question. Then invigilator interrupted me and he told me that you should push it back and you should solve the question on the desk. So I did it, and then I thought that why he's instructing me the things which are not. I somehow felt that it is not in the gate guidelines. I mean, I should be flexible enough to wherever I'm feeling comfortable. So in front of his eyes, I again pulled it back and I again started solving on the keyboard drawer. Then he again came to me and he again said like, okay, you should push it back. At that time, I think that it was completely unnecessary. So I did it, and fortunately, still I got 33 ranks, which is fortunate enough. But I think at that time I lost my focus and I got overconfident that कि यार ये ऐसे क्यों कर रहा है, मतलब मेरे को ऐसे क्यों बोल रहा है, तो मैंने वो किया। फिर उसके बाद वो आया, फिर मुझे देन आई अगेन आई वाज लाइक कि नहीं यार, अभी इस मोमेंट पे तो मुझे आई शुड बी सॉल्विंग द क्वेश्चन पेपर, आई शुड बी नॉट मेकिंग एनी डिस्कशन, नॉट आर्ग्यूइंग विद हिम। सो आई अगेन पुश इट बैक, आई स्टार्टेड सॉल्विंग ऑन द डेस्क। बट देन आई थॉट कि हाँ, आफ्टर एग्जाम आई विल जस्ट आस्क हिम। बट एग्जाम खत्म होने के बाद आई आई वाज नॉट एबल टू फाइंड हिम। वरना मैं मतलब बात तो करता नहीं है कि मतलब गेट में तो ऐसा नहीं बोला है कि कीबोर्ड पे उस पे ड्रॉ पे क्यों सॉल्व नहीं कर सकते, बिकॉज इट विल हैपन विद एवरीवन। क्योंकि जो इन्विजिलेटर्स होते हैं, दे विल हैव देयर समटाइम्स, ओके, मोस्ट ऑफ द इन्विजिलेटर्स आई थिंक दे आर गुड, मोस्ट ऑफ द सेंटर्स विल बी गुड, बट समटाइम्स इट हैपेंस दैट दे हैव देयर ओन सेट ऑफ रूल्स, ओके, कि ये ऐसा नहीं करना है, वैसा नहीं करना है। तो don't argue with them and don't overthink also, okay. For those 3 hours they are like whatever rules they are defining, it's okay, like you don't overthink it, you don't argue with them, okay, just follow that, and after 3 hours you can talk to them if you want to, otherwise it's not necessary. Yeah.
Yeah, sir. There was another question, sir. In
Huh.
DBMS, I think it was multi-select question. They were asking, I don't remember exact question, but they were asking regarding something size, sir. Initially I marked all 4 options. Then later I realized that like I think there is no term like size of, sir. I think I don't remember exactly size of like that. At that question also, first I lost some focus regarding pen like that, and I marked all 4 questions. Then later I realized that I rechecked again, sir. That question. Then I realized that I marked something wrong like that. I changed that also. Yes, sir.
But overall, basically, Hemant, in those 3 hours, you did 2, 3 mistakes and you corrected them. Okay,
Yes, sir.
that was good because by any chance, if you are solving for the first time, and you are going to the next question, then after that, at the end, if you are thinking that let me recheck the calculations, let me recheck the questions, then catching those silly mistakes is almost impossible at the end. If you are not able to catch that silly mistake when for the first time you are solving the question, okay, then after, I can say, at the end, if you are thinking that in the last 10 minutes, 20 minutes, I will revisit the questions, okay, uh, I will catch the silly mistakes, I will correct them, that is kind of impossible. The silly mistakes you can catch immediately when you are solving the question for the first time. That is the best time when you can avoid the silly mistake. If you did silly mistake, like Hemant has given, I think, two or three examples where he actually did silly mistake, and immediately before moving to the next question, immediately he corrected himself. Okay, so I think that when you are solving the question for the first time, it should be like first and final try of that question, because at the end, if you revisit that question, already you have missed that particular thing, that whatever is causing the silly mistake, you have already missed it, and at the end you are very less probability that you will catch it. Okay, so when you are solving the questions, just with full focus you solve it. I can say, see, 65 questions can be overwhelming if you think like, okay, 65 questions, okay, how will I handle, how will I focus on each question, because there are 65 questions, it can be overwhelming. But if you don't think about the 65 question, if you think only about the one question that is in front of you, one question at a time you handle, then it will be easy. Okay, you are there, that particular question is there, not 65 questions, only one question is there, you are there. Okay, you are in some kind of temporary relationship. Okay, at that time, just focus on that particular question. Okay, just solve it correctly, don't worry about the remaining 64 questions. And when you go to the next question, now your relationship has changed. Okay, so now just solve that question. Basically, it's like, Arjun, यू ऑलरेडी नो द स्टोरी, अर्जुन एंड चिड़िया की आंख. सो द सेम स्टोरी, कि आपके सामने जो क्वेश्चन है उसके ऊपर पूरा फोकस करो, और उसको सही से केयरफुली रीड करके उसको वहीं पे सोल्व करके, ऐसा नहीं कि अच्छा अभी तो इसको सोल्व कर देता हूँ, लास्ट में आके देखूंगा कि इसमें कोई सिली मिस्टेक हुई कि नहीं हुई. तो वो लास्ट में आने वाली चीज, या तो लास्ट में आप आ ही नहीं पाओगे, आपके पास टाइम ही नहीं बचेगा, या फिर आप लास्ट में आओगे तो भी उसको कैच नहीं कर पाओगे, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी आप पैनिक में होगे. लास्ट के 5-10 मिनट में तो ऑलरेडी ज्यादा पैनिक रहता है. बहुत सारे कुछ कुछ क्वेश्चन अगर मान लो ऐसा है कि जो आप कर सकते हो, लेकिन लास्ट के 5 मिनट में ऐसे होता है कि यार पता नहीं कब टाइमर खत्म हो जाएगा, एक आंख टाइमर पे रहती है कि अच्छा टाइमर जा रहा है, 2-3 मिनट बचे हैं. देखा जाए तो उस क्वेश्चन को आप 3 मिनट में कर सकते हो, दैट क्वेश्चन इज डुएबल इन 3 मिनट्स. बट आपका टेंशन है क्योंकि एक टाइमर के ऊपर एक आंख है, दूसरी आंख आपको कि अरे यार 3 मिनट, 2 मिनट, अरे यार ये, और फिर आप एकदम से ऐसे हो जाता है कि यार नहीं होगा. हो तो जाएगा, लेकिन वो क्या है कि लास्ट के 5 मिनट के अंदर थोड़ा पैनिक आ जाता है. ठीक है, तो इसलिए फर्स्ट टाइम जब आप क्वेश्चन सोल्व कर रहे हो तभी उसको करेक्ट तरीके से सोल्व कर डालो. ओके, सो आई थिंक आई थिंक दैट्स ऑल फ्रॉम माय साइड. एंड if anyone has anything to say, you can say a few things quickly. I will just tell all the students for tomorrow. These are the small things, that before starting the paper, please put some, just put some water on your eyes and just relax yourself. Okay, maybe we are telling you to relax, but saying it is easy. Okay, maybe you will not get relaxed, I can say, but before starting the paper, you just put some water on your eyes. Okay, and just remove all the thoughts, and just go to the exam with full confidence, with calm mind. You have done a lot of preparation, you have done a lot of hard work, you have done. Be proud of yourself for few moments, I can say, and go to the exam with full confidence. Okay, with full self belief, I can say. Second thing, don't hesitate to ask for the scribble pad, but there is a downside also, that if you ask for the scribble pad, then you have to submit your old scribble pad. And now if you submit your old scribble pad, then all those calculations, all those computations that you have done on that old scribble pad, those will be gone, I can say. So there will be no possibility that you will be able to revisit any particular question. Okay, so try to use your I can say your first scribble pad, you try to use in a very nice way, in a clean way, not in a ugly or messy way like Sachin was saying. Okay, just use it in a nice way, and I think one scribble pad will be enough. For me, at least, I can say in the last 6 7 years, all the gate attempts that I have given, for me, the single scribble pad has been enough. Okay, so that is one thing. Also, if there is any issue when you are attempting, if there is any issue in the system, okay, if your system shuts down, okay, some shutdown happens, or maybe it hangs, any issue can happen with your system. If it happens, then please don't panic, because the timer will pause. Maybe at the server side the timer will pause, and let's assume for half an hour your it disturbed. Okay, basically some shutdown was there, your your system has shut down, and let's assume that after half an hour it reboots, let's assume. Okay, then remember, those 30 minutes you will get, those will the timer will pause, and when everyone is gone, then also for 30 minutes you will be there. Okay, so don't worry about all these small things. These can happen with anyone, and these things will not affect your gate paper, so just don't panic. Okay, during the exam, don't panic about these things. Okay, so that's all from my side. Hemant, Sachin.
Yes. So yes, I think Deepak has summarized everything very well. So I will just say that you should be having the preparation of the even the worst conditions. Anything can happen. Paper might be tough. Your system might get hanged. But one thing is for sure that even in any situation, whatever situation comes tomorrow, okay, you should remain yourself calm, because all these situations are not damaging that much, which in reality, which in fact your mind is basically making them so exaggerated, which are not in real. Okay, which means that in real, if they might be little bit harmful, but you might can make them more harmful, more impactful. So don't let those kind of thoughts come into your mind. Whatever comes, okay, you should be performing your best. Think like that this is the examination that can change your future. This is the examination that can change everything for you. If not everything, then many things for you, right? At least you will be not having the financial problems, I can say. Like once you are passed out from IIT or ISC, then there will be, I can say like very much relaxation in the finance. You will be having the very good job, and the financially most probably you will be sorted. So this examination is very, very important. Think like that you should be doing your best, whatever the conditions. Okay. So all the best, everyone. Just perform like another AMT. Perform like your best version. And as I have already said, like the paper might not be best, the situation might not be best, but your reaction, your attempt should be best. Okay. So just go with the flow and don't overthink. Like there is no point of overthinking. There is no point of predetermining that okay, the paper difficulty will be tough or easy or whatever. Just sleep well. In fact, if you're not able to sleep well, whatever the conditions, like whatever happens, you should be, in the examination you should not be overthinking कि यार मैं तो आज सोया नहीं हूँ, या फिर आज मैंने कम खाया है, या फिर आज मुझे एसिडिटी हो गई, या कुछ भी, राइट है ना, आज आज ऐसा हो गया वैसा हो गया. You should not be thinking anything. In those 3 hours, just perform your best. The only brutal focus in those 3 hours is question by question, that for every question you should be doing your best. So all the best, everyone. And I hope that after the examination, we will be meeting with the very happy faces, with very, positive results. So all the best wishes. Yeah,
Hemant.
thank you, Hemant.
Yeah, sir. Nothing. Yeah, I think we should read instructions just before exams. That's it, sir. And
Yes, yes.
everything has been covered in this video. Everything is. Yeah, just all the best for every aspirant, sir.
So, Hemant, actually, first of all, thank you for joining us in this session. Also, Dinky, I think she has left. So, thank you to Hemant, Dinky, Siddharth for joining us in this session. I hope this session was helpful to you, because anyway, you are live, you are watching this session live, it means you don't have any mood to study right now. Okay, you have already thought, just like Dinky last year, she thought that okay, let's watch movie. So basically, this is the time you should relax yourself. Okay, no amount of study, no amount of revision at this moment, I can say at this moment, till the gate exam starts. So no amount of study, no amount of revision nothing will get you more marks than avoiding the silly mistakes. Are you getting my point? I'm saying that if you avoid the silly mistakes by remaining calm, okay, just relax yourself with calm mind, you go there, okay, take proper sleep, okay, basically sleep early, I can say, okay. Even if you are not getting sleep, then also just lie down and just let it come, okay. But the point is, take proper sleep, don't over panic, okay, all these things. Because if you make, because of panic, because of lack of proper sleep, if you make silly mistake, then that will cost you a lot, okay. So maybe tonight you are planning, you are thinking that okay, tonight I will revise this, I will revise that, I will study this topic. Maybe you can get 1 2 marks because of that revision or because of that topic. But what will happen, because of lack of proper sleep, you can get some silly mistakes, okay. Because of lack of focus, you will do some silly mistakes, and it will eventually, I can say, cost you, okay, not benefit you, okay. So that is my suggestion. And yes, I think Dinky is here. So Dinky, अभी बस सेशन को खत्म ही कर रहे थे. So we were just thanking you and Hemant and Siddharth for joining us in this session. Any final words if you have from your side?
Sir, I forgot to, I mean, if did you mention कि वो सारी instructions आगे पढ़नी रहती है? I
हाँ,
think
वो अभी
24 के
Yes.
पेपर के
वो अभी
टाइम पे,
हेमंत ने भी बताया. वो अभी
हाँ
हेमंत ने भी बताया कि जो एग्जाम शुरू होने से पहले आपके पास में 20 मिनट का टाइम रहता है, उसमें से 10 मिनट दे के सारे इंस्ट्रक्शन वर्ड बाय वर्ड, बिल्कुल कैरेक्टर बाय कैरेक्टर सारे इंस्ट्रक्शन आप पढ़ो, ओके. और उसके बाद भी आपके पास 10 मिनट बचेंगे एग्जाम स्टार्ट होने से पहले. हाँ डिंकी.
सो मेरा भी वही था, क्योंकि आई थिंक 24 के पेपर के टाइम पे कुछ ऐसा था कि देयर वाज वन इंस्ट्रक्शन कि नॉट ऑल ऑप्शंस इन एन एमएसक्यू कैन बी करेक्ट एट द सेम टाइम. तो कुछ लोग अगर वो मिस आउट कर देते हैं तो दे माइट एंड अप टेकिंग एवरीथिंग एंड माइट लूज मार्क्स. बट ओवरऑल हाँ, इंस्ट्रक्शंस पढ़ो, फोकस रखो, काम रहो. जितना काम रहोगे उतना ज्यादा मार्क्स है कामनेस के. ऑल द बेस्ट एवरीवन फॉर योर डी डे टुमारो, एंड या मेक इट काउंट. दैट्स इट.
एक सचिन, मैंने क्या है कि कल सेशन के अंदर प्रॉमिस कर दिया था, कल जो लाइव सेशन लिया था उसके
हाँ
अंदर मैंने
हाँ.
स्टूडेंट्स को बोला था कि स्टूडेंट्स मुझसे पूछ रहे थे कि सर आपकी शिफ्ट कौन सी है, सेट 1 है कि सेट 2 है. स्टूडेंट्स को पता तो है ही कि एग्जाम देने जा रहे हैं, क्योंकि
Right,
बाद में
right.
एनालिसिस भी देना है. तो वो पूछ
हाँ.
रहे थे शिफ्ट 1 है कि शिफ्ट 2 है, और मैंने उनको बताया था कि चिट चैट सेशन में बताऊंगा, तो उसको ज्वाइन करना,
ओके.
वहां पे बताऊंगा. तो चलो एक
अच्छा,
बार काफी,
इसलिए मैसेज आ रहे हैं.
हाँ,
हाँ.
काफी सारे
कम.
स्टूडेंट्स जो हैं वो पूछ रहे हैं. सो लेट मी टेल यू, टुमारो आई एम ऑल्सो गोइंग टू अटेम्प्ट, सचिन विल ऑल्सो अटेम्प्ट.
यस.
हेमंत, आप और डिंकी अटेम्प्ट ऐसे कर रहे हो मजे के लिए, ऐसे करने का प्लान है कि नहीं है?
No, sir.
ओके,
नो सर.
ओके, ओके. तो हमें तो क्या है कि एनालिसिस देना है एग्जाम के बाद, क्वेश्चंस का मेमोरी बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस बताने हैं, उनके आंसर्स बताने हैं, डिफिकल्टी लेवल बताना है, कंपैरिजन करना है, कट ऑफ, बहुत सारा एक एक टास्क है जो कि हमें गेट के एग्जाम के बाद करना है. सो फॉर दैट, टू डू दैट, आई एंड सचिन विल बी अटेम्प्टिंग tomorrow paper, and I have shift 1, okay. So after set 1, almost immediately after set 1, as soon as I reach my home, I will go live and I will discuss the set 1 memory based questions. मैं याद करके आऊंगा questions as many as possible, और those memory based questions, their answers, difficulty level, cutoff, comparison with the previous years, because I have already attempted all the previous years for the last, I think, 6 7 years. So all the analysis I will provide you, and for that I am going to attempt the GATE CS 2026 exam, and I have shift 1. तो अगर जयपुर के अंदर, अगर जयपुर में मेरा सेंटर है, मैं सेंटर नहीं बता रहा, लेकिन अगर ऐसा हो कि आपको मैं बगल में बैठा दिखूं, तो 2 4 क्वेश्चन दिखा देना, ठीक है, मैं खुद ही देख लूंगा. ठीक है, आप बस पेपर शुरू होने से पहले मुझे बता देना, एक बार बात कर लेना कि अरे दीपक सर आप यहाँ, ठीक है, तो फिर हम थोड़ा कुछ कर लेंगे. हाँ
So we
सचिन.
both have Swift one. So like we will be just remembering the questions so that we can analyze them later. So we both have Swift one. I think both have the same center. वो शायद एक बार मैं डबल कंफर्म
हाँ,
करूंगा,
सेंटर
शायद
सेम
सेम
है,
सेम ही है ना.
सेंटर सेम है.
हाँ हाँ.
हाँ.
So we both have same center also. So it's good. Like it's 20 kilometer probably from here, and we both live in kind of same proximity. So दोनों के यहाँ से 20 kilometer something होगा. So we will meet after paper. We will be analyzing, and yes, that's all. So all the best everyone. Just do your best. कुछ भी negative thought नहीं सोचना है. बस अच्छे से जाना है और पेपर में बेस्ट देना है. Okay, that's it.
So and just one point कि कल गेट एग्जाम के बाद शिफ्ट 1 के बाद शिफ्ट 2 के बाद we will discuss memory based questions, their solutions, the comparison with the previous years cutoff, okay, hardness, difficulty level, all these things we will discuss live after shift 1 also, after shift 2 also. After shift 1, I and Sachin will provide you the memory based questions and their answers, all these things. And after shift 2, we will invite some students, some I can say some go classes students we will invite, who will be attempting the shift 2. Okay, so overall I can say that after the gate exam also you can join us live for our paper discussion session. Okay, so thank you everyone, thank you for joining us in this session as mentor Hemant and Dinky, and also all the viewers. Thank you to all, and just I will say all the best. I'm proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. You should be proud of your hard work. Okay, whatever be the result, just for a moment, just take a moment to feel proud of yourself. You have done a lot of hard work, and I think out of 2 lakhs students, only few students, maybe 10,000, 20,000 students, they put, I can say, some decent amount of hard work they put. The remaining, they are just going to attempt the exam for time pass, I can say. Okay, so you are among those 10 or 20,000 students who have put some kind of decent hard work. So you should be proud of yourself that you are different from almost 1.8 lakhs students. Okay, so all the best everyone.
Yes, all the best, everyone. Thank you for joining in. Thank you, Hemant. Thank you, Dinky, for joining and guiding the students. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for having us.
Thank you.
Okay, okay, Hemant, thank you.